stretch your shirt out before you put it on? 'Cause I from my mom, I'll hide in my doubt and for a little longer choose to prepare by strong and tell myself about the ways I'm never wrong, that I lose the weight that I've put on. I'll fit into this shirt, I'll fit into these pants. I think I'll like what I see in the mirror if I glance. But nothing ever changes, I still hate to dance. I think I'd like my body if I just give it a chance. Do I believe myself when I say the same things almost every day? That I will be different, I won't stay the same. But I cling to what stands in my way. And even though I'm shy, I think I feel okay. And I sing songs about my way. I'll fit into this shirt, I'll fit into these pants. I think I'll like what I see in the mirror if I glance. But nothing ever changes, I still hate to dance. I think I'd like my body if I just give it a chance. I think I'd like my body if I just give it a chance. I think I'd like my body if I just give it a chance. I'll just give it a chance.
I met her on the way to Chicago, where she was all alone. And so as I saw her, asked her for a name. She smiled and looked at me. I was surprised to see that a woman like that was real into me. She said she didn't have no man, paid to give the very best she can. She told me she was all alone. Said I don't you didn't have no one. She said doesn't get enough age. At 59 and was a gold digger. She lied to you, lied to me, 'cause she was loving me, yeah. I never would have thought she was living like that. Her words seemed so sincere. When I held her near, she would tell me how she feels. It felt so real to me. This girl, she had to be an angel sent from heaven just for me. She said she didn't have no man, paid to get the very best she loved me. She told me she was all alone. Said I don't you didn't have no one. She said just give her up, bitch. 59 was the goal she got. She lied to you, lied to me, 'cause she was loving me, yeah. She tried to give a devil loving me while she was still your wife. She thought that loving me was cool. Do a work and the kids that love me. She said that give a devil tried to get me anyway. She lied to you, lied to me, 'cause you got a family, yeah. I didn't know she was already spoken for, 'cause I'm not that kind of man. Swear that I would have never looked her way. Now I feel so much shame, and all things have to change. You should know that I'm holding her to blame. She said she didn't have no man, afraid to get the very best she got. She told me she was all alone, said at home she didn't have no phone. She said just give her a face, 59 with the gold teeth. She lied to me, 'cause she was loving me, yeah. She tried to give it double life, loving me while she was still your wife. She thought that loving me was you were working to get that. She said that it would never mean, tried to keep me any way she could. She lied to me, 'cause she got a family, yeah. She said she didn't have no man, afraid to get the very best she got. She told me she was all alone, said I don't, she didn't have no one. She said just give her a bitch, 59 over the gold she got. She lied to me, 'cause she was loving me, yeah. She tried to give it devil, loving me while she was still your wife. She thought that loving me was cool, you were working to get that. She said that it would never end, trying to keep me any way she could. She lied to me, 'cause you got a family, yeah.
Get up, these, not wasting, swallow my these. I stay these, get up. These, not wasting, swallow my these. I stay these, I see foot. What's that? Can't tell, handheld drink, shot in hell, G-Space ghetto drink. Show me something I ain't seen before, mystery on that. That door, two-step, electrocute the floor. With the signs, somebody in that house, killing them, no go. One time, creep up behind me, over my shoulder. Turn around, try to see, but it's nowhere. Noise, static on my blaster. I see footage, I stay naughty, I see footage, I see footage. I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see footage. I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see footage. I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see footage. I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see. Everybody's known where you think you're going and going nowhere. Saddle up, handle that, feel that part. Who captures love, who takes what's left, who's next? On that next already, know my killer Cardi. Like I told you, don't toss me. What's up with it? I stay naughty, stimulation overloaded, care for it. Desensitized by the man, some mousy shit. I've seen it, I've been it. And the leader feels like jam. Naughty, full moon in the crate, John and don't sleep so day. Let's close my bed. I see footage, I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see footage. I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see footage. I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see footage. I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay, I see. Get up, these, not wasting, swallow my these. I stay these, I stay, get up, these, not wasting, swallow my these. I stay these, I see. I'm a cop of a 5 Glock on some kid who steps up. Fast was hard to grasp what even happened. You seen that hair blow off his shoulders in slow-mo. We won that, it's so cold. We won that, it's so cold. I see footage, I stay noise. You showing so much, boy, real looseness seem like no bones in them skin. Noise, my jaw hit the floor like this real floor. Gotta see that one more again. I stay in this shit and went over. Pedestrian in Brazil, little tiger, boy soldier. Twisted came back and killed. See crazy shit, man, crazy shit. See crazy shit, man, crazy shit. I say it, shit it crazy, 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 shit I say it, shit it crazy, 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 shit it crazy. I say it, footage, I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay naughty, I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay naughty, I see, I stay naughty, I see footage, I stay naughty.
Hi. Hey. How's it going? How are you guys doing today? No! 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 Not again. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Thank you, Spoops, for the gifted. Thank you. Okay. No, I can't do Charlie's Inferno today. I can't. We're already gonna have so much gay shit, okay? And it's appropriate. It's appropriate because, you know what? It is Pride Month, okay? It's Pride Month. So, you know what? That's great, right? Anyways, hi. How's everyone doing? It's hump day. It's hump day. That's what they say. That's what they say about today, right? Yeah, we've got quite the stream. We've got quite the stream. GOOSEWORX, the amazing digital rapist, okay? The amazing digital epic, okay? You know, I don't know about you, despite the fact that my most popular video I've ever made is like shitting on the amazing digital circus, but not really. It's more about like what people had done with it. But, that's one of my biggest videos. It actually is my biggest video. But, long after I made that video, I actually became a fan. I became a fan of the amazing digital circus, and I'm unashamed to tell you that. I'm unashamed, okay? You know what? I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's a fun little series, right? But, that being said, the fan base has got to be genuinely one of the worst, like, ever, right? It is just horrible. I don't know, they cannot let a young, I can't say that. They cannot let a young man, woman, etc. They cannot let them thrive, okay, without wanting to shit all over them and be like,
Well, this is problematic media because GOOSEWORX one time said that they were like that they love, I don't know, they love boobies or something, and that's actually not appropriate for somebody to say. So,
like, I don't know. I feel like I just get that all the time. I get it all the time. I see that all the time. We've seen it with Jake Neutron. We've seen it with people who aren't even in GOOSEWORX shit, okay? Like, I think it's really just Glitch's audience. Glitch has this notoriously, like, soy audience who is just, like, full of people who just don't understand, like, I don't know, that people can be funny and not be evil. I don't know. The digital circus fans of today are the dream stands of yesteryear. That's so real, actually. That's actually so real. Trans heart. Sure, man. What a nice, clean suit and tie on this guy. Thank you. Yeah. So I mean, get ready, okay? Get ready. This is how it feels to like delve into this, in my opinion. Okay, like. Hold on. This is how it feels. Okay. I just hear this echoing and it's just like they're coming. They're coming. The amazing digital circus fans, they're coming. They're coming for us. No. As soon as I post this VOD, they're gonna be like,
Oh, did you just make a joke about Charlie Kirk? So you liked him, didn't you?
oh, yeah, like, I'm telling you, dude. What is this? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we have ahead of us here. All right. So here's our GOOSEWORX thread to start out. All right. Here's our evil GOOSEWORX thread. So I want us to come into this with an open mind, guys. I really do. I want us to all have an open mind, and I want us to kind of imagine that maybe Fart Lover 1000 responding to GOOSEWORX here is right. Maybe Bloodwall, is that Parlo? Is right, like about GOOSEWORX being problematic media. Okay. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance, right? You can piss off the Roblox hordes, you can handle the Colossi squad. I can barely handle the Roblox people, man. Like, the pressure people were fine, but then the tankfish people came in, and my God, I have never seen a denser group of people. Ever. Never. Ever. They are some of the worst I have ever seen. Just like, it really kind of threw me back to like 2023 Mama Max days, where like everyone was just gobbling his cock, and I was the only person like saying anything bad about the guy other than like somebody like a retard like Tommy C. And then people would come into my like comment section and just like blatantly call me a pedophile and start making up allegations about me. It was really awesome. It was really awesome. You know, bygone time there. Okay. Let's just get into it. Let's get into it. So, interesting tweets from GOOSEWORX. One of these is a bit of a nothing burger, but I figured that I'd include it anyways, given recent events. If I were to make a tweet about Shadman, it would be way more direct and way more edgier. Like, who's going to fill the shoes Shadman left empty? I'm not going to enjoy it, but I guess it's got to be me. Something like that, I think. Okay, I mean, clear joke, but, you know, I don't know. I mean, let's see. Well, you know what? It's very clear that this is clearly coming from a pedophile. This GOOSEWORX person clearly wants to touch kids because Shadman joke. Okay. So far, pretty awful, pretty terrible. Okay. Why do you think so many DIU screenshot redraws make Josuke black? He's half Japanese, half British. That's not black. Sure it is, you cis white scum. I'm assuming that person's joking. I don't know why we're pointing at the date here. Why did this person ratio GOOSEWORX so badly? Wait, are they being serious? I'm so confused. This whole thing just confuses me, man. Okay, sure. Just a general curiosity. When you're with super close friends who know you well, do you make horrible, edgy jokes that you would never think of making in public? Or around anyone who wouldn't know you're joking? Yeah, baby. Sometimes. No. Okay. And then FartLover1000 says, Goose, is this something we should be worried about? Because a lot of artists are being revealed to make very racist jokes behind the scenes, and it's kind of making me nervous. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, like, you've built yourself up to, you know, this degree, you know, with your own hard work, your own animations, you know, you've worked really hard. And, this is what you get. This is the, you know, the awesome audience that you get, right? You get these people who say, who are named FartLover1000, and they get really angry that you're going to make a racist joke. People have been revealed to have made racist jokes. Okay, and? Are they funny? Are they funny? That's the real question. Are they funny? Come on. Like, is that like, that's kind of my measure for it. This is what I always say. If you're going to make a racist joke, if you're going to make an offensive joke, at least make it funny. Just make it funny. That's all I care, right? Otherwise, it's just kind of cringe, right? But, okay, so GOOSEWORX responds to this and says, I'm not going to lie and pretend I don't make super edgy jokes around close friends. I think absurd, shocking stuff is funny, but I get why people don't like it or don't get the humor in it, which is why I never make those jokes, I'm assuming, in public is the rest of that. What does it say about me if all my tweet drafts are just really edgy jokes that would probably lose me? Can you stop showing me this, Twitter? Because I'm trying to read the fucking post. Twitter, stop. Twitter, what the fuck you? Fuck you, Twitter. What is this? Thank you. All right. What does it say about me if all of my tweet drafts are just really, really edgy jokes that would probably lose me any professional position I currently have? God. Oh my God, this person's terrible. We hate jokes. I hate jokes. Okay, so you should all know I hate talking about political stuff, but I've been seeing an uncomfortable amount of people saying really upsetting things about the Russians in general. They're real people. They're not all just like Putin's minions. Don't take out your rage on them. Maybe I'm biased because I have several Russian friends, but I'm uncomfortable seeing so many hugely generalized statements like this. I will now go back to tweeting about nonsense and art. Sorry about it. This is literally the only thing she said about the Russian invasion of Ukraine, by the way. Okay. Is she wrong? Is she wrong? Do you know the amount of people in Russia, the amount of like 17, 18-year-old boys who died because they had to fight for their fucking country? Do you understand that? What is the car thing? What is the head drilling thing? What are we talking about? GOOSEWORX speaks on BLM. I mean, it would just be her saying some of the cops are humans, and then people like losing their mind about it, like freaking the fuck out. Like, yeah, you know, usually when you're talking about the Ukraine war, you're talking about Russia being bad. You're not talking about Russians being bad, right? Because, you know, there's a bit of an understanding, if you have any political knowledge on planet Earth, that, you know, working class Russians who are, you know, forced to fight something that they don't necessarily believe in actually aren't really the problem, you know? I know that that's such a crazy take from me. Okay, I know that that's like so insane for me, but yeah, that's shockingly enough, that's actually my take. These kinds of people are why Smiling Friends was canceled. If the mob found out about Zach and Michael's old jokes, they'd be tarred and feathered. I actually disagree with that. I disagree with that because of the fact a lot of people did actually know about Zach and Michael. They cultivated a different audience, right? They cultivated a different audience than, say, Amazing Digital Circus. The problem with Amazing Digital Circus is, as I said before, Glitch. Glitch is the conglomerate in which Amazing Digital Circus is released. That leads to quite a few more people being able to see it. That's good. But the downside to that is they have a pre-existing cultivated audience who is full of soy retards, right? Like this. Wasn't that head drilling fetish a gay up to stir the pot on Twitter to intentionally piss off GOOSEWORX? What is this? Straight, please send me this. I don't even know what you guys are talking about here. So, what else do we have? We have other evil stuff. I thought I already told you I'm racist. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bedhead Bernie's schizo video about Smiling Friends cancellation was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it a lot, actually. Why do so many of my friends have handy screen caps of me saying that I'm racist? Okay. What else we got? Hitler's persona was a Nazi before it was edgy. You know, so far I'm just seeing stuff that just isn't funny. You know, like some of these are just not funny. It's just kind of cringe. Am I gonna, you know, crucify them at the altar for it? No. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, that's not even really funny, but okay. Maybe it's because it's like weird furry humor. Man, that Hitler was such a goon. Okay, I like that one. I like that one. That one's cool. That one's a good one. Dude, I just love it when we punish people for making a tweet 11 years ago. That's really cool. Is incest really that funny? They say. I thought they were bros because incest is wincest. Okay, edgy humor. You know when you find an artist who draws really good art of characters you love, but then you see that they also draw a lot of incest stuff? Not even saying it positively, okay? If I wrote Harry Potter, I'd make it pretty much exactly the same, but Hagrid is always trying to debate people about incest. Okay. I mean, that's kind of funny, sure. Raggedy Ann and Andy chilling on a couch 5 feet apart because they're brother and sister, that'd be incest. Okay. Okay, the Hagrid one is actually funny, but you need context in that one. See, even people are... Who said she was joking? Incest is wincest. The Hagrid one's legitimately funny. Some of these are like 10 years ago. Dog, get a fucking job. Okay, at least it doesn't seem like a lot of these people care. That's nice. This is literally the only thing she said. Okay, I already saw that. Dude. I mean... Thank you, self-harming teenage Kane fan, for making me aware of how base GOOSEWORX is. Awesome. Self-harming? GOOSEWORX has a fetish for people getting power drilled into their temples. It's very gross. Is that actually true? By the way, this is what would happen if you took any of these Twitter or Tumblr artists and then put them in a position like this in front of millions of people. I don't know why these people act like they don't have their own embarrassing demons. They absolutely do. And like, all things considered, these things that GOOSEWORX is doing is not that embarrassing. Okay? So I'm looking through this Kane guy's Twitter, and let me just say, I can't show you the vast majority of it. What the fuck? Seven-year-old found with 90 wounds after being tortured to death by 3 white women. Okay. Hey man, what does that have to do with the digital circus? What? Okay, sure. Guy has 50 followers. I guess, you know, but this tweet got them, 144K views. It does seem like the vast majority of people are saying this is stupid. I've actually not seen a single person say, okay, actually there are a couple. Okay. Sure. Great. So that's one way that they're trying to cancel her. But then now we have the minor inappropriate allegations, and now Ace made me this docket, so I don't know why you put haha at the end. I guess minors getting groomed is really funny to him, but okay. Let's see. I've seen nobody talk about this yet, but there are receipts of GOOSEWORX making inappropriate jokes with a minor. All right, let's see. Let's find out.
Someone DM'd me this Tumblr thread right as I was about to go to sleep, so I read through it and I thought, I have to be misreading this. Maybe it'll make more sense in the morning. Nope, it's still the same. So this is allegedly a thread of GOOSEWORX being inappropriate with a minor when it comes to sexual art. I want to clarify before I get into any of this because I know how people are. This has nothing to do with Goose being a trans woman. Transphobic sycophants left.
What? What?
To see a trans person, especially a woman, being problematic and immediately jump onto it as if it's an indicator that all trans people are an issue, as if cis women aren't perfectly capable of also being problematic in that manner. So just shut up. Now that disclaimer's out the way, let's read these tweets. So the tweets started off with this person called Adamas making sexual fan art of one of GOOSEWORX characters, to which she replies she feels
what is the... How is that sexual? Oh, because it's like an ahego face? Okay.
GOOSEWORX characters, to which she replies she
I feel conflicted about retweeting this, and then this person responds, dude, I feel conflicted about even drawing
feels
it.
conflicted about reblogging it. Now, I don't know if that's indicating she knows the person is 17 at the time and that...
What? Okay, so there was no indication that she knew that this person was 17. Okay. But you're inherently making an assumption that she did because she felt conflicted about retweeting it. Maybe she felt conflicted about retweeting it because it was sexual. You dumb fuck. Okay.
That's why she feels conflicted, or it's referring to something else. Oh yeah, clarification, this person is 17, GOOSEWORX is 26. But let's say she didn't.
Okay.
And just chalk it up to irresponsibility, right? There's another interaction
right.
these two have where GOOSEWORX initiates a sexual joke this time.
You really like jars, don't you? Cum jar references will always make me laugh. How did she initiate it? She just continued it.
I'm joking about cum jars. Again, this happens before we can confirm whether or not GOOSEWORX knows how old this person is, but still, just be more responsible. Anyways, about a month after that, the guy makes a post about soon turning...
Hey, it's already March. How did I not notice? It means if I'm going to turn 18 on March 28th, it's not like something will change beside the fact that I'm going to turn into an adult loser instead of being an underage loser.
18, in which Goose is like, oh my god, how
are all of you still young? How are all of you so young? So, wow, that's almost like an indication that she didn't know the age. Wow. And like, are we really going to call this like, stupid banter in the tweets? Yeah, I mean, it would be creepy if she knew the age. It doesn't seem like she did. Even so, it's seemingly pretty harmless.
Are you also young? So that does lead me to believe she didn't know their age. But this is good, right? Everything can be cleared up now and Goose can stop interacting with this person, at least in sexual context. Nope. Not only do they proceed to keep contact, up until very recently, Goose...
But they were an adult. The next generation, you've achieved being divisible by 11. That's kind of hilarious.
Still continues to engage.
No. What about that time that I drew Elaine having an orgasm because of the heat? I have that picture saved in my special folder.
These are sexual jokes at this person who's almost a decade younger than...
Another not child-appropriate joke of mine starring characters from our amazing Lord and Savior GOOSEWORX and voiced by Dave whatever, who did a great job at acting like a human being. You and your insidious subversions.
...is making. And the crazy part is, to some extent, Goose knows that this is wrong. This person asked for access...
It's not really an SFW, it's just a bunch of weird TF stuff. I doubt normal people would like it. May I see it?
Account, and she says no because they're too young.
You're too young to see my mistakes.
So you know it's bad, but you're still
No, you don't know it's... No, there's a difference between seeing blatant NSFW and guiding a minor to it and just making, like, stupid jokes, right?
Acting whenever they post sexual fan art of your characters. Now, I'm not going to call this pedophilia or grooming, but it is concerning. See, someone who's pushing 30 needs to understand that there has to be boundaries when talking to significantly younger people online, especially if you're talking to them when they're a minor, even if the minor is...
Okay. What? All right. Okay. So the implication of that is that, and I, this is just confirming what she kind of already said. she like faulted GOOSEWORX for like talking to this kid when they were 18, right? And like, I guess there's this weird standard that she's placing where it's essentially this is evil because there's an age gap, even though one of them is, they're both adults, like even when they're both adults. Because like, listen to the way that she says that, right?
Especially if you're talking to them when they're a minor. There has to be boundaries when talking to significantly younger people online.
There has to be boundaries when speaking. So like, if I'm speaking to a 19-year-old or an 18-year-old, right? If I'm speaking to them, okay, yeah, thanks, Berg. I'll check in just a second. If I'm speaking to like an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old, right? Am I not allowed to like make a sexual joke to an adult, to another adult? Right? Like, I'm not even saying like making a sexual joke at them or anything. I'm just saying like making a sexual joke, period, in their presence. It's another adult. There shouldn't be any problems, right? Like, I don't understand these, like, what is this? Spectate ran the dox tools? No.
Especially if you're talking to them when they're a minor. Even if the minor is the one who initiated sexual contact, block them, move on, don't respond. There was also a separate instance where GOOSEWORX defended someone called Exploshi, who, how do I say this, has a 15-minute long compilation on YouTube of all the times they were sexual towards someone who had just turned 14. For
What?
context, Exploshi was 17 going on 18 at the time.
3-year age gap. Okay.
And Goose is like, well, they're a good person. And
Exploshi's a good egg. If you're taking any of this call-out bullshit seriously, you might be a little dumb. I don't think you're supposed to talk to a minor in a sexual manner, though, especially since he was aware of that beforehand. She was also a minor at the time. Like, come on, guys. Didn't know their pronouns, so that's an error on my fault. They may not be a groomer, but that's incredibly inappropriate for a 17-year-old to talk to that way to a 14-year-old. Are we for real?
it's fine because they're both minors. Say it with me now. Inappropriate maturity gaps still exist between minors.
Guys, I need to invest in like something that I can just like hit. You know what I mean? Like for segments like this, I need to invest in something that I can just like beat the shit out of. You know what I mean? Because like what I really want to do is like hit my mic really hard and be like, because it makes like a nice satisfying noise. You know, but I also don't want to damage my mic. I really want to hit something. Like, it's just like, oh my god. Dude, she was 17 going on 18. It was a 3-year age gap and they made like inappropriate jokes. All of you just need to, you know, people like you, the world would just be so much of a better place if people like you didn't exist, right? Right. Like, and this is the problem, too. This is the problem. Let me go on my little Fuentes soapbox here, okay? Let me go on a little bit of a Fuentes rant here. But, like, the problem with these people is that they will not only, you know, very performatively hinder artists and performers and people who are very creative just because they don't know how to have fun, they don't know how to, you know, enjoy life, right? But on top of that, right? When it comes to actual issues, like let's talk about like, you know, I saw on this weird like Kane fan account that apparently cuts himself, right? I saw that he is talking about Sudan a lot. Okay, there's a lot of issues happening in Sudan, apparently, right? But instead of, you know, doing anything about it, instead of, I don't know, like donating or like volunteering your time towards a cause or something that actually matters, that actually makes some level of difference, even if it's a small one, right? We're just gonna, you know, what we're gonna do? We're gonna make tweets about it, guys. We're gonna make tweets about it because, you know, the whole, you know, yeah, I'm gonna say it. This is gonna get me in trouble. But I'm tired of this shit. And I have to say something. George Floyd ruined an entire fucking generation. Okay? George Floyd ruined an entire fucking generation, bro. And it's not because of any reason other than the fact that corporations hogged on to this George Floyd stuff, and then they decided, oh, you know what's so inspiring? Let's make a black screen post. Let's make a black screen post. Because fuck actually doing anything. Fuck actually, like doing anything that I believe in. Let me just make a fucking black screen post, and that's actually going to solve all of the problems of racism. Hey, Call of Duty, can you do me a favor, Call of Duty? Make sure that we can't play the game for 24 hours so that we can performatively show how much we care about black people, right? You guys don't fucking care. None of you care. None of you care. None of you fucking care. You're just trying to get cool points on the fucking internet with like your other fucking clicky retards who just virtue signal all the time about everything. That's what you're doing, right? That's what you're doing. Like, it is just, I fucking hate these people. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to say anything about the fucking, like, actual George Floyd incident, okay? But what I'm saying is the George Floyd thing just ruined an entire fucking generation. And now we just truly believe at the bottom of our hearts that we can virtue signal about everything and it makes everything better. And it doesn't. It makes nothing better. It just makes everything more hostile and annoying, okay? I'm fucking tired of it.
So again, whilst I wouldn't outright call it pedophilia or grooming, this is some of the most disturbing stuff I have seen come out of GOOSEWORX this past yet. And honestly, it's not even that long ago. 2021, 2022. Honestly, the more stuff that comes out about these creators, the less it starts to feel like indie animation is about pioneering the underdogs and more about a bunch of awful Newgrounds kids giving each other jobs because they know they'll never be able to pass a background check in a mainstream job.
Oh, fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Do you think people actually care? Do you understand that the only reason...
Make greedy corporations chill again.
Yes. Do you understand that the only fucking reason... Don't forget about the MLK speech in Fortnite where they had to disable the tomato throwing emoji. Don't forget about the fucking Rosa Parks thing where you could be in Minecraft and you could play as fucking Rosa Parks and go to the back of the bus, dude. Yeah, these things are so awesome and they're making a difference, right? They're making a difference, okay? Like, fuck, it's so annoying, dude. Like, if you care about these things, then care about them. Do something about it, you motherfuckers. Do something about it. I don't care what you care about. I don't care. Like, I'm not somebody who acts like I care, right? But like, don't act like you care unless you're willing to do something about it. Stop with the fucking black screens. Go out and, like, do something. For God's sake. For God's sake, man. I'm sorry, I got very distracted there at the end. This bullshit. You want to know something? Okay, I'm sorry I'm on my soapbox right now. This stuff just pisses me off so much. The only reason that they wouldn't let Kevin Hart host, what was it, the Oscars? I think it was the Oscars. The only reason they wouldn't let Kevin Hart host the Oscars is because they found a tweet of his from like 10 plus years ago where he said the F slur. And, I would just say it because I can, because I'm bisexual, but YouTube hates me and is evil, okay? But like, I don't care if anybody says it, to be clear, but YouTube's evil, and I have to censor myself. But either way, Kevin Hart said the F slur, right? Do you think in your heart of hearts, chat, that any one of those stupid, retarded pedophile executives who run the Oscars, do you think a single one of them cared about that? No. They don't give a fuck. The only reason that he got booted out of the Oscars is because a bunch of retards just decided, oh no, Kevin, why would you say that, Kevin, you can't say that about gay people, Kevin, you're a comedian, but I didn't like that joke. I don't like that joke because it's not very nice. It's not very nice to the people that I like. Please, Kevin. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happens in so many of these fucking examples here. You're not allowed to be edgy if you want to be in the entertainment business. If I ever get into the entertainment business, I'm going to be in constant controversy because people are going to bring up clips of me saying horrible shit. Like they're going to show something like this. Here, I'll show you exactly what they'll show. This isn't even me being racist. This is somebody clipping me out of context to make me sound racist. And people are still going to use this, right? They're still going to use this. Check this out, right? Like, this is
Black
the kind
people
of stuff.
just can't, like, yeah, they need help, or otherwise they're not going to be able to succeed on their own.
That is me quoting someone else saying that they're racist, and that's how they're racist. But somebody clipped that out of context and then made it a Garthan edit out of me. And now, in 10 years, when I'm trying to direct movies, they're going to come to me.
I've been saying this since that awful tragedy.
Which one? But thank you for the two. But it's like they're gonna pull this clip up and they're gonna be like, look at this guy. This guy used to be called Hempleton, and he used to be called the good rapist, and he used to make jokes like this. He used to think this stuff was funny. Do you think that it's appropriate that he directs a movie? We should hang him from the gallows. Fuck you. Okay, that's why I'm doing everything independently. That's why I want to do everything independently. I don't want to have to compromise who I am just so that, you know, these stupid, miserable idiots who just, you know, go around looking for stuff people have done wrong can cancel me. I don't want that because, you know, I mean, it's just so dumb. Everything sucks. Everything sucks, chat. That's the conclusion here. That's the conclusion here. I'm angry. Everything sucks. Okay. Now let's see. You know, you guys thought that, you know, I guess nothing was actually bad other than, you know, whatever we're about to see about, you know, this Kiwi Farms thing. Let me hide the link here. I think this is actually going to be like evil and bad. Okay. Coming back to your... Oh, Jesus. Okay, this isn't looking
very
great.
upset by this rant.
Thank you. Thank you, Nightmare. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're upset, dude. Let me make sure that everything I'm showing is okay to show. Because Spectate said that some of this is not stream-friendly. Let's see. It's making... Oh, my God. Dude, I'm having to re-log into my fucking Kiwi Farms account. And yeah, and then they're gonna be like, oh, he has a Kiwi Farms account. He hates trans people and he wants all of them to die, even though I've never, you know, I'm not even transphobic and I'm very kind to trans people and I have trans friends. Okay, they're gonna say they're gonna come up with some, you know, I'm a gold mine in terms of cancelable stuff. Okay, if you really wanted to, verification complete. Reset my fucking password, please. Password request has been emailed to me. Great. This is so fucking annoying. I'm glad to see that Kiwi Farms is back up, though. Because I saw that it was getting raped for a while. Even me saying that is going to get me killed. When you see her. Alright, reset password. Oh. Hold on. What is... Fuck. Sorry. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm really fucking sorry. I'm sorry that I'm an unprepared little freak. Okay? I just didn't know. I think I forgot my Kiwi Farms password. It's evil. Okay. Yep. Anyways, while we're waiting for this, how you doing? How you doing? Bro's got to reset his password. I know. I'm evil. I'm evil and I'm horrible. Yep. Somebody tagged me and said, I don't know if you care about theories, but I'm convinced that the DC blackout color posting movement was a psyop to trick people into making real-time riot footage harder to find by drowning. No, I disagree. I think it was a virtue signal. That's an interesting theory, though. Low-key, the black sun is such a good design of a symbol, but it's used for dumb shit. I mean, it's used for funny shit at this point. It's rarely ever used for its intended purposes. It was not the 40 terabytes. It was more like 8 to 10 terabytes, which is still insane. Of what? The DDoS stuff? Interesting. How's everybody's day been? Everybody had a good Wednesday? How was work? Was work good? Did you guys get some good work done? I can put it back on if you pay me. It's just got a little hot because I was getting heated in terms of everything I was saying there. Let's do. Somebody's gonna analyze the keys that I'm putting in and figure out my Kiwi Farms password and destroy me. Okay, it's gonna be horrible. Passwords don't matter. Oh, okay. Well, I'm such a boomer, chat. It's really awful.
What's up, pal?
Hey, just resetting the old Koi Waveforms password. Okay.
I know. I was so angered by that whole black thing, you know?
What the fuck are you talking about? You can't say that. What do you mean the black thing? That sounds evil. That sounds evil and horrible.
I've been talking about this since that fucking fateful day. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay,
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
That one's certainly not stream friendly.
The day they made it illegal.
Don't read that out loud, by the way. We can't look at that on stream. We cannot look at that on stream. So is this
that's
just
illegal content now.
Isn't that just okay? Is this the whole thread?
Okay. Let me get on PC. I'll be a co-host for tonight. I got to talk to my best friend.
Okay, buddy. Let me see. One of the most common accusations is levied that she's a pedophile. Dude, they could have used so many other tweets. That's crazy. So pedo stuff. We've got edginess compilations. Okay. We will show this. We will show this part. I think as long as I'm careful about this, I can show this. Yeah, I can show most of this. I just have to... Okay. Yeah, I can show most of this. All right. So... Okay, so some people are saying that GOOSEWORX has a transformation fetish. That one's interesting. So apparently, this is... Okay, so I think I can show this. Yeah, I can. All right. So we've got this right here. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck. God damn it, dude. This is so evil. All right, Zubul car is the future. I can just look it up. I hate it when it does that, man. Zubul car is the future. Let's see.
It's time, Zubul.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's fateful day.
Buddy comedy adventure.
So people are saying this is fetishistic.
You're so right, Zubul. We should do this more often. Zubul, incoming wall!
Seems silly. Seems pretty harmless to me. But their works cited here is the fact that there is an evil, like, DeviantArt thing that GOOSEWORX has made that is... This right here. Let me show you this. What is this? I can't even really zoom into it. But the point is that it's like this, you know, brown girl. Okay. And she becomes a car. I guess people are saying that that's, you know, that's a fetish. Okay.
It could be a fetish to anyone.
It could be. But so where's the drilling stuff? I'm assuming...
Sorry?
Well, yeah, supposedly she has a fetish for drilling into people's temples.
Oh, I thought you meant like getting drilled like sex.
No.
There's a video of that.
Mentions of conversion therapy. Okay, that's sad. Okay. So we've got the deviancy compilation. Where's the spectate? I'm not seeing. I know that you sent me a separate tweet where it is epic, power drilling fetish, but okay, I guess I'll just look at that. Let's look at the deviancy compilation.
Fetish is insane.
Let's look at the deviancy compilation. See, that's the funny thing. These people could have used so much more for their ammo here, but instead they're using, these they're using rookie tweets over here. But we have stuff like, I'm not into porn either, but I don't think having a sexual purpose devalues the artness of a drawing. Like, if the purpose of drawing is funny, I think it still have value beyond how funny
Derail
it is.
in thread. I know it looks preachy, but trust me,
is that
it's
bad?
Tim Hawkins.
Thank you for the 5. I don't think that one's bad. I think this is just saying that she's like a gooner. Yeah, I don't get anything out of porn unless it's for laughs, but I try to appreciate when artists do what they like. Okay, sure. I Google myself every day with the laser focused intent of finding porn or fetishy things, but nobody's ever delivered. I should make
That could just be a joke.
I should make an alt account called GOOSEWORX, and everyone will definitely regret following it. Will you stop begging for compliments already? Just be proud of who you are. We all love your work. I was more implying it to be a pace where I post weird porn. Okay. At this point, the more weird things I can have to my name, the better. Murder's pretty weird and random and quirky. Maybe you should do that. This tweet's just damage control just in case anyone finds the porn. Okay. People think God is from Zoophobia. People are going to end up killing me. I hope they aren't brothers. That's my OTP. Dude, no Afghans. Hasn't come out yet. Not until book 15. Get your facts straight. I thought they were bros because incest is wincest. Okay, we've seen that one. For once, I'd like to be able to look up pictures of female characters I like without being bombarded with porn. I mean, that's kind of I don't think there's anything
That's
wrong with
kind
that
of
one.
a fact. It's kind of true, Nick.
I can't believe the porn drawn of my character folder already has 5 pictures in it. Okay. All right.
That was from 2016. That was before the Pomni Goons.
It's a little bit goony. Okay, and then... Okay, what is this? Is there a name for gore without blood? What? Like when a person can get ripped apart or blown apart, but they just smush like Play-Doh and their insides are the same color as their skin?
Spurg wants you to check DMs.
Because I like that. Okay, I will in a sec. An example would be like this one from Little Runmo. I don't know if I can even show that. Let me see.
You can probably show that. It's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Like this. I would call it cartoon violence because what I'm thinking is a little more brutal than that. Like the top of someone's head getting blown off, but it's like it's made of clay or something. But she wants porn of that? Okay. Sure.
Well, is it them specifically saying I want porn, or is it just them saying like, oh, they think that stuff's cool?
Oh, okay, no. Okay, no. It's not porn. I just misread the tweet because I'm an idiot. Is there a name for gore without blood, not porn without blood? I'm being so dumb, dude. I'm actually being such a bimbo right now.
You can't have porn without blood. You know what I mean? Like cartoon porn.
Yeah, dude. At first, I thought that tweet was literally, "Can we have porn without blood?" Which would be just absolutely insane. Okay, so here's the power drill thing. So we've got coming back to your drilling fetish. I see. You can't prove it's a fetish. Oh, really? Oh.
Ah. Fuck, bruh.
That's not great. That's not great.
But what if it's low-key?
What if it's WFAPS, though?
What?
Hey, Himpleton.
Has anyone else tried WFAPing to this?
Yeah, sure. Dude, what if it's WFAPS? What if it's WPLAPS? Okay. Listen, I mean, if like the worst... If GOOSEWORX' worst sin is just that she looks at weird porn, who cares, right? As long as she's not, like, touching kids, I don't really care. What about edginess compilation?
It's not like bad shit, is it?
I want to see the edginess compilation because this is the real material that people are trying to cancel GOOSEWORX should be using.
Jax is myself insert.
Jax is myself. Jax loves harming women. Okay, what is this one?
I mean, he does. That's in the show.
It is true. Is there a name for that trope where the good guys and bad guys get paired up to fight each other and they always stick the female character against the female villain? Because I don't like that trope. It annoys me. It makes female characters feel more dignified to be able to be clobbered by a male antagonist and vice versa, which is probably like why I like Kill la Kill so much, because Ryoku gets clapped by a boxing man in episode 1. What I'm saying is I love violence against women. I can't help it. Okay. Well, I mean, see, you just won. You just
These
win.
are like Himpleton tweets.
Okay, and then here's the Nazi menagerie, according to this poster. Everyone's a Nazi for
Everyone's
something.
Nazi.
Are you a double dip Nazi? Technically, yes. I'm also technically a getting stabbed Nazi. Is Nazi the new term for someone who doesn't like when people do something bad? Because if so, I'm a Nazi. And then got a special video planned for you guys tomorrow. What the hell is going on? What's wrong, dear? Devore. I won't let it happen. I'm done with you. I guarantee I have more subscribers than Jehovah will ever have. He has 6 million loyal followers worldwide and growing. Okay. Great job. What is this? Okay. How do I keep getting lost browsing through the Nazi Twitter pages? You tell me. And then a drawing of Hitler. Your roots are stronger than you think. You must learn to overcome your inner Aryan. But I'm only 1/4 Aryan. Well, Hitler was probably less Aryan, so watch out. Okay. Sure.
I mean, he was.
I mean, it's true. Yeah. Just a general curiosity when you're with super close friends who know you well. Oh yeah, this is the horrible edgy joke thing. Sure. That's like, so Fart Lover 1000. Here, this is the sequel to what we read earlier. Fart Lover 1000 says, that's like not reassuring at all. And as someone who's black, I'm just going to have to unfollow you for this one. I grew up with your videos, so it's really hard to hear. Also, being racist isn't humor. It's called being racist. I never said I made racist jokes, but do as you wish.
I'm going to have to unfollow you for this one. Is probably something tattoo worthy.
Thank you so much, Fart Lover 1000. Very cool. Very cool.
This isn't even like... We say worse stuff.
We say worse stuff on public Twitter. This is just a fact, okay?
I have publicly called people like pedophiles.
You have called me a pedophile on your public Twitter multiple times. Okay,
fun.
so...
It's fun to do that.
How about this one? I have a problem with my brain.
It's not, it's...
Why am I naked?
The fuck is all that stuff you keep on buying? It's for my new streaming channel.
What a fucking... And it's on the bridge.
Oh, so it's like a PewDiePie meme? This...
She can say it, you know.
What is this?
You always say this, but I don't know if I believe you. I mean, to be fair, this is just like Kiwi farmers, like just kind of like gathering, archive stuff. But to me, it's funny. It's funny that none of the retards who are trying to cancel GOOSEWORX mention any of these tweets, because these seem like they're so much
they're
like
mentioning only the stuff they can find as of recent.
No, they're not.
Like
no, Spinling. Half the ones that we went through were from 10+ years ago.
Really?
Yes.
What, from Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
It's that time of the year again. It's got Rainbow Guy. I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's the guy going, fire!
Oh, okay. Sure.
You seen that video? It's a good video.
It sounds awesome. And then I want a version of this where they're all saying supportive things, but the big guy still yells the F slur.
Are trans people allowed to say that word?
Yeah, I think so. They're like a version of it, right?
Are they a version of a British little Siggy?
I think so. Okay, and then so what about this pedo stuff? Let's see that. I really want to traumatize children someday. I don't think that's inherently pedophilic, but okay. Because so many super young impressionable so many super young impressionable children are into the Amazing Digital Circus, my new goal as a writer is to ruin their lives. I don't really think that's pedophilic either. What if the universe was actually created yesterday, along with all of your thoughts and memories? Everyone's only 1 day old, you pedophile. True. This is true. That's a good...
That's a fact.
Solid point. Why would you ever date that girl? She used to be a baby. Are you some kind of pedophile? True. The fact that there are parents that watch my videos with their kids is very strange to me. What if I make something really inappropriate happen that alters your child's brain chemistry for the rest of their life? What the fuck? They're going to watch Darlie Boxman and become violent homosexuals. I think that's already happening. Okay. What else we got?
Is this like pedophilic? I don't know. I don't think it is.
There's going to be a sex joke in episode 6. Stay safe. I guess I should give you my content warning for the whole series. Mild sexual implications, censored swearing, references to hell, references to suicide, cartoon violence, mild regular violence, corpse imagery, use of firearms, mild drug and alcohol references, dark themes, jacks. Okay.
Well, this also works with like the thing being like that they like the cartoon violence, not like sexually, but they made Digital Circus, which like uses cartoon violence as a way to show real violence, you know?
Right.
It fits chronologically, I would say.
I'm starting to feel like you guys are missing the point. When you make a bunch of sexually promiscuous OCs and constantly draw them doing sexual things, and a child OC is added to the bunch, even if the child is never drawn sexually, you can't tell me it doesn't look strange. True. And then, I don't know, there's a pretty big difference between the vibes of an NSFW artist world and a show like Cowboy Bebop. One is very sex-focused, one isn't. If an artist truly feels the need to add children to their world, they can just make a safe-for-work alt. Okay.
That's a reasonable take.
That seems somewhat reasonable, yeah. Minors storming into porn accounts when the block feature is removed, which is kind of real. I mean, every porn artist I know blocks minors on site. Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's good. Okay, so what about this one? Oh, this one's long. Oh, this is the Exploshi stuff, which actually segues well into our video about Exploshi. So let me just make sure that there's nothing else, because we'll end with that. Okay, so here we go. Exploshi is a good egg. If you're taking any of this call out bullshit seriously, you might be a little dumb. To remind you guys, Exploshi was 17 and making sexual jokes with a 14-year-old on Twitter, and as far as we can see, that's as far as it went. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I don't. I don't think you're supposed to talk to a minor in a sexual manner, though, especially since he was aware of it beforehand. She was also a minor at the time. Like, come on. Didn't know their pronouns, so that's an error on my fault. That they may not be a groomer, but it's incredibly inappropriate for a 17-year-old to talk that way to a 14-year-old. Maybe I'm too old for this shit, but I just see that as high schooler drama that somehow made its way to the public. Who gives a shit what teenagers do? A call out was completely uncalled for. Agreed. They put adult jokes that only adults can decipher. Most kids will never even recognize them because they haven't been exposed to explicit things before. Talking to anyone in that manner is weird. They should, and I think have already owned up to talking that way. Sorry to jump in like this, but are 13-year-olds supposed to not know what sex is? Isn't that the age where you're going through puberty and quite literally discovering your sexuality? Well, don't be sorry, bro. It's your own post. Yes, but by qualified teachers or their own parents. When someone learns from an older stranger or friend, it might be a more uncomfortable subject for them. I feel like that's something that just happens a lot because a lot of teachers and parents are unwilling to explain stuff to a kid what they're going through, especially when it comes to LGBT stuff. I mean, sure. I don't know. Okay. So that is GOOSEWORX, ladies and gentlemen. And so now we're moving on to another reason that they're attacking GOOSEWORX, which is this Exploshi stuff. So I've got an awesome Exploshi allegations video for you. Let's check it out. What is this sound? What is this horrible sound? I hate this. Okay.
This is Backrooms soundtrack.
No, it's not. Fuck you.
All right, sorry. I didn't mean it.
Dude, I would love to talk about the Backrooms hate, but it would just be ranting for like 20 minutes.
Oh, I'd be so... I was gonna.
Yeah, don't even get started, because we'll just never stop. That's the problem.
These people are fucking retarded.
Dude, let me just leave it at this. I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to leave it at this, because I'm fired up, okay? And I got fired up earlier. I still have some of it left in me. Let me just say this. If you are one of those people who's tweeting about how the backroom sucks because all it is walking around or something like that, I guarantee I can go to your Twitter profile and I'll see that you rated the fucking Mandalorian and Grogu 5 out of 5 stars. I guarantee that I can look at your fucking profile and see that all you're watching is like Spider-Man slop and like, you know, you're like,
oh my god, I was so cool when Andrew Garfield had that.
Do you want to know what it is? Do you want to know what it is? It's people who are fans of The Boys. Like, they think Homelander's awesome, like unironically. They love Star Wars. I like the prequels, but the new Star Wars,
Please
Okay,
talk
we got
about the
donate.
back rooms.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Backrooms.
All right. Listen, the Backrooms, I'm not going to spoil anything. You should see it in theaters. It is a fucking awesome movie, okay? But let me just tell you, first of all, disgusting stuff is happening in terms of like Kane Pixels, okay? Terrible, disgusting things.
Oh, yeah,
like so there's two things that can come to mind immediately for me. The first is the fact that the New York Post unashamedly doxed his house. They just made an entire article, and you can tell that it wasn't with Kane's consent. It's not an MTV Cribs thing, because, and you want to know how you know, there's a line in there where they say they looked at public records to find it, okay? They're unashamedly doxing this guy's house. He still lives with his parents, okay? So there's no reasoning behind it. Then there's also the fact that they're trying to cancel Kane Pixels over the fact that, okay, let me, this is a mild spoiler, and so if you don't want to listen to this, just mute the stream for a little bit. Yes, but one of the big evil guys in the back rooms is this, this pirate guy, okay? So I want to show you this. I want to show you this real quick. All right, Backrooms cast. So let's go to the Backrooms cast here. So you're going to notice something. So one of the big themes in the movie is that there's like, different versions of people inside of the back rooms, okay? Fine. That's fine. But what you're going to notice is this guy named Chiwetel Ejiofor, okay? I'm sorry if I butchered that. But this guy, he plays the main character, or one of the main characters, I should say, without spoiling, okay? And he, like, he's really base and epic. Haha, cool. So there's like an evil version of him. And the evil version of him is played by this guy. Okay? Now,
this is how tall I am in real life, by the way.
So this guy, you're going to notice, he was also an alien Romulus as the giant, like, evil, scary-looking alien. Why is that? That's because he's 7 feet tall. 7'7" to be exact. So yes, when you need an unnaturally tall character, and you'd rather not use as much CGI, because yes, we all love practical effects, it's probably better to use this big giant tall man. But people are saying that this is blackface. People are saying that this is blackface. And my response to that is, it's a monster. It's not a black man. It's a monster that is black, right? It looks like a black man because it's a monsterfied version of the black man. Let me show you what this fucking thing looks like. Let me show you what this thing looks like, okay? I'm sorry if I'm spoiling a lot, but like I want to show you what this thing looks like, okay? Look at this.
I also wanted to point out really quick is these people saying, oh, you could find these tall black people from like the NBA or whatever actors, right? Are they creature actors? This person is specifically a creature actor.
Correct.
He knows how to play
He knows how to
monsters.
move. He knows how
the
to...
people who are saying that they're fucking, oh, you could just get a black guy. They're not going to know how to fucking walk like that. Are you a fucking retard? Are you a stupid person?
Yes.
This genuinely pisses me off because it's an amazing movie, but they're trying to find, they fucking dox some random, like this 20-year-old because he directed a film. They get mad at him because he wasn't the writer. Who gives a fuck? It's his movie. Who gives a fuck if someone else wrote the film? He's the director. He's the fucking pushing force of everything.
Look at this lopsided looking freak who literally eats people. And I feel like you're a racist if you're mad about this not being played by a black man. Do you really care that this isn't a black man? This is a monster, okay? Like, just like, and look at this guy. Like, yeah, he's perfect. He's perfect for it.
If you think LeBron could do this, you're a fucking retard. LeBron can't even.
This is him in the Alien
Simpson,
movie,
bro.
This is the Alien.
Yeah, he was
movie.
really good in it.
Yeah, he was great in it. And I mean, like, he's perfect for these kind of roles, right? Like, it's good to give these people like their chance. You know what I mean? And it's just like people are getting so mad about it for no fucking reason. The entirety.
It's really funny. These people don't complain when it's a movie like fucking a Get Out or anything like these, which have like black actors where like there's white people who are evil in it, but like, and they're like, oh dude, they've always got to make it about fucking race, right? Even though it's a Jordan Peele movie, you know where I'm tracing. But as soon as something that doesn't have anything to do with race, it's about something outside of race gets involved, they fucking lose their shit.
Here's another thing. This is a tweet that really, really pissed me off. Okay. So I'm going to read this tweet to you guys.
Oh.
I made Captain Zero when I was 18. At the ages of 21, 23, and 26, I was told in not so subtle ways by several studios and companies that I shouldn't direct Captain Zero because I wasn't seasoned enough. Only a specific demographic gets to have a chance taken on them, and it's sad. So let me show you something. Let me just show you something real quick.
I watched this and it's not very good, by the way.
I didn't watch it because I just needed to see something. Okay, Captain Zero. Let's see this Captain Zero thing. Must be pretty cool. 6.8K views. 6.8K views. 4K subs. So I responded, I'm surprised that I didn't get called a racist. And I said, are you starting to kind of get it yet? So first I show Captain Zero Part 1, 6.7K views. Backrooms found footage, 81 million views. Are you starting to get it?
I think this video got 1 million views as soon as it came out, by the way.
It did.
So
It did. Like, it's not because of the movie.
It's not even... It's because he makes good shit.
And then everyone's people like this, they make it about race because they just want to feel included. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay? People like Jordan Peele exist. Yeah, and then Spinling says, no, dude, it's definitely because the 81 million viewed popular YouTube creator Kane Pixels is white. And this humble, totally humble, very humble, 6.7K viewed YouTube video is being thrown away by big Hollywood because he's black. Black. Okay. You know what? This is great because now we have 2 segments and we can make a shorter
and they're also talking
segment.
about obsession, by the way. I want to say, that's not even, like, comparable. That's not reasonable to compare.
I haven't even looked at...
Because it's made by a well-known person who's, like, even before fucking... I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, why? Because that was so captivating? This is very captivating.
Yeah, no, it just scared me.
That's awesome. That's just awesome.
Really good, man. Whoever made that deserves to be on the second movie as an editor.
Dude, and then there's the great pineapple stuff.
Obsession isn't even... Okay. What I was saying isn't even, like... Obsession isn't even comparable, because Curry Barker is a well-known comedian in the space. Like Jordan Peele, he's known for doing comedy stuff on Instagram, on YouTube, on fucking a lot of places, right? He's a known comedian. Of course, when he makes a film, it's gonna fucking... It was hyped. It was a hyped film. And it had a small budget. It's relatively independent, if I'm, not mistaken. It's not a AAA fucking movie.
Sean Levy would love to see a Backrooms and Star Wars crossover. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Guys,
I am going...
Backrooms is kind of like Star Wars.
I am going to beat you until you stop moving. Fuck you. Stop ruining everything. Not everything has to be fucking Mandalorian and Grogu. Not everything has to be Keanu Chungus. I'm gonna cry because I see that, like, Daisy Ridley has a purple lightsaber, okay? I don't care. Fuck you. Stop ruining everything. I hate Star Wars people, okay? I like Star Wars. I hate Star Wars people. It's just like, it's the same thing with Digital Circus.
Yen makes a good point. Yen makes a good point. Also, where in the Backrooms law is black man mandatory? What I mean is, you have to assume the Backrooms film had to include a black man before its creation to make it about race. Good point.
That is a very good point.
Do you want to know why they picked that guy? Because he's a really fucking good actor.
Yep, that's right. Well, and it's just good. It just works. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing any more Backrooms things to react to, so that's gonna be the end of our Backrooms segment.
Lousy Skeletus. If you think Star Wars and the Backrooms would work well, then have you seen the film? Have you seen any of?
What are you talking about? Do you think that, like, Yoda walking in and he says, the Backrooms, this is
mold on floor.
He says, some kind of
must find almond water.
Some kind of Backrooms is this?
Almond water I must drink.
Yeah.
Isn't that a part of the fucking fake TikTok law?
Yeah, exactly. You know the entire point of the almond smell that was in the Backrooms was originally supposed to be that it smelled like cyanide, and gay freaks decided to make it so that almond water heals you because everything has to be video gamified. Okay, like, it's just everything is so stupid.
I watched. I would, that you do that thing where, like, you're half awake and you just put on anything and you keep waking up to it. I had that on my YouTube. I had this 7-hour-long Backrooms lore explained video, not about the movie, just about all the fucking flaws, right? And I was like, I watched the Backrooms. I played the game. I like it, so I'm gonna fucking... And it was like, there are factions within level 0. It's like, shut the fuck! I immediately turned it off. I immediately like, no, I'm not sleeping to this.
Dude, we need Hayden Christensen saying,
Master Yoda, I think that we've kind of no-clipped out of the Star Wars reality.
Yeah, that's how Palpatine sat back on the chair. That's how he returned as he went into the back rooms and came out.
Do it, Anakin.
Somehow Palpatine went into. Palpatine got into the back rooms.
Go inside the back rooms. Go inside the back rooms, Anakin.
But it's that really long thing that they had to cut from the movie. But Han, there's no way we could enter the back rooms. I mean, it's impossibly long. There's no way we could find Vader in there. I mean, how many ships do you think they have?
Yeah. No, I mean, this is... I can't. Okay. That's also, the end of this segment. I'm not even the
big fucking Star Wars fan. I like the prequels, and that's really it.
I like Star Wars. Star Wars is fine. They make good games sometimes. Okay.
Battlefield 2 was great. The original and the new one.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the backroom segment. Thank you for paying for that derail. Very good. Okay.
Sean Levy directed The Pink Panther. I watched that movie 30 times this summer of 2006. Nice.
So back to Exploshi, who again is 17 years old, talking to an evil 14-year-old. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready to be offended? Okay.
No, I'm not ready. What are we talking about?
Dude, Fetty, we have 2 segments, and one of them's going to be a really short segment that could probably get a lot of views because I just ranted about the backrooms for like 15 minutes and how it's getting hate that it doesn't deserve. It's going to be great.
Yo, W.
But now we're talking about how they're... Okay. No. Mandalorian and Grogu is Goyslop, okay? That's
okay,
what
how can a
Goyslop
20-year-old make something good? Like, give me, like, one thing that a 20-year-old who's, like, Gen Z has... Like, give me one piece of art that anyone...
Spinling's made, Spinling guy made
guy.
the Call Me Carson video when he was 19, so...
Yeah, if your name is Spinling, like, I don't think, you've made art, okay? Like,
have a nice day.
No! Dude, Spinling, you're such a sensitive little freak. Dude,
someone stole... I won't fucking talk about that.
Yeah, I know that someone stole your video. It's very sad. I know. Okay, I know. Someone stole your video. It's very sad. I don't know. I think there is... Look, if you have an entire studio behind you, Betty, I think that there's a chance for a 20-year-old to have, like, good concepts that are able to be made into good media, right? That's my argument.
A 20-year-old's brain isn't even fully developed. Like, you gotta be at least 25 to make good art, okay?
I don't know.
Or like a checkered past. Like, maybe if you're, I don't know, like a warlord or something and you're 20 years old, maybe you can make good art, but...
Okay, so you have to be, like, you have to have raped and, like, killed millions, and then maybe you can make good art. Okay.
Yeah, duh.
Okay, fair enough. Exploshi's inappropriate involvement with minors in Discord, a thread.
Explosed.
Exploshi 17 first exchanges with the main victim, who was 14, in April 2017, private Discord server. Conversation quickly turned weird. Exploshi calling them pet names like Twink. Important to note that Exploshi's in a separate romantic relationship throughout all this. Yes, hey, how old are you? 17. What about you? 14. Me too. Oh, hey, we can be a femboy together. 2 femboys with the same name? How did this happen? God, we are way too fucking similar. I swear, next you'll be telling me you love Animal Crossing. My friend, whoa!
My friend,
I love Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's so good.
A typo was made. This was 2020, not 2017. That's not a typo. What do you mean? You accidentally pressed 17 instead of 20? You just didn't do that correct.
They're not even close.
Like it's... Okay, so then we've got these that we already read. All right, we're 1.5ing this. Gay shit, dude.
Can you turn the music off?
I know, the music is actually, like, grating.
What is this, like, Mario Kart loading screen fucking music?
Can I ask you for a favor?
Of course, the person's character.
Instead of giving me funny body, can you instead put more emphasis on the hips? I want to be fat but curvy in the real.
Oh, of course.
She's not German. Or Russian or whatever you're doing.
Well, I've decided to make it them because they wrote their first message in broken English.
On YouTube.
Okay, you want to be the victim, quote unquote victim.
Well, that drawing kind of looks like me.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Do you want me to do a voice, or do you want me to do?
Yeah, well, I'm doing Exploshly.
You're getting everything wrong. Everything fucking wrong.
Dude, somebody just said, I love
the Burger King Mandalorian and Grogu meal. Yum!
dude. You need to be thrown out a window, dude. You need to be thrown out a fucking
that guy
window.
from the chat immediately.
Like you never come back here.
Yum yum.
Yum yum.
All right, go ahead.
Baggy. All right, so oh, look at the little man go. Fuck. Made you chunky.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. Give me a sec. Let me fix it.
Fucks?
I'm gonna do that.
You wanna fucks me?
At some point, but no, I'm not.
No, I have to be able to understand the words you're saying, but okay.
Okay.
We'll try again.
At some
We'll try
point,
again.
but no, I may fix the bow. Is that good?
Yeah.
Angry Goblin.
Boobs! I've never been drawn with boobs
Alright,
before.
Joe.
This is
Ghost
gonna
wants some grooming
confuse people
allegations?
so much.
Hey,
OMG.
Peter, remember the time I drew a thick version of Joe Swanson?
It's very hot though.
Oh, fuck, you can't hear that. I was doing like the darkest groan of my fucking life for yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Oh, you're tiny.
Sorry?
I will fucking pat you.
I will. You're a little small bean. Nah, fuck that. Fuck. Yeah. You, just you. They like that word.
We already passed that. I said I'll fucking pat you.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta keep
I will
up.
fucking do that pat like a man.
No, you will moan. Like a sissy femboy bitch. They're just socks.
Who are you
they're
doing?
not gay,
Are you doing
I
Adventure
swear.
Bros?
No, I'm doing Obama.
A bunga in back rooms? Yes, yeah. Of course. I'm gonna be an honest man. I am the biggest.
Go ahead. Let the clip happen. Let the clip happen. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna be honest, man. I'm the biggest fucking femboy ever, and I hate that I am.
I mean, Doge blushing emoji.
Doge bloge.
Doge bloaching emoji.
Big stinky hairy dirty fucking hobbit ass foot. What? What?
Dude, they're spending way too much time on these. Okay.
Me friend like an hour of sleep left. I woke up early out of like being excited to see you.
Science de genie nifi. You did. That's so cute. What the fuck?
I am not you. I am manly. I'm doing like the Disco Elysium screech.
Your muscles. Wow. They are like a sack full of basketballs.
Someone just put in the chat, oh, back rooms.
True. That's so true. I can't hear anything. Churn up the device that you're using. That usually helps. So.
Yeah, this helps.
God, we're 2 timings in this.
Yeah, put it up to like...
Okay, bro, I'm gonna have a shower. I will see you in a few minutes.
You doing like Chat GPT voice?
I'm doing Daft Pino.
Who could I do? I'm gonna do that creepy reading.
Okay, alright, dude.
That's my friend. Who should I do?
Just do yourself, dude. If you have to take
Should
that
I just do
long.
myself? Is that a popular creator?
Yes.
You gotta do that, bro. Okay.
I'm clean.
Okay. Clean.
I'm sparkling and shiny and dripping wet.
Oh my god. Yeah, this person's charged. Like they're ready at all fucking cylinders. Your dome is so shiny and clean.
Yes. Simply drenched.
she talks like the judge. Soggy brow.
Soggy gum.
Oh.
Who is Exploshi? Exploshi is an animator that GOOSEWORX defended because they were talking sexually to a 14-year-old, but wait, they were 17 when they did it. So, who cares? Hide self. Don't look. I'm lewd.
Eyes pop out of my fucking head, bro.
Cries and puts on cloth.
Cloth. Lamau.
Same.
What?
I just say that when somebody says a reply I have no idea how to respond to.
Are you a retard? Clever. Very clever.
Yeah.
So, I don't like a play on what you did. I was trying to do a deep voice, but that came out. Oh, that's fine. I don't really sound masculine.
It's perfectly okay. I'm a sucker for twinks with effeminate voices. Angle dust from Aspen Hotel.
Angle dust from Aspen Hotel.
I can't wait to see this.
Yo, I just realized my sock's making my shirt, bro.
Show me.
Okay.
You're such a twink, OMG.
Yeah. I know, sadly, bro. What I wouldn't give to be a big... What I wouldn't give to be a big boy, but sadly, I'm a fucking skinny boy. You like this?
You're such a twink, OMG. Oh, we already read that. I'm a twink too.
Yay! I'm not alone.
Twinks are superior.
Yes, yes, bro.
We can call after I've eaten lunch.
Oakley dokley. What you eating for lunch?
Sandwich.
Because it's not. That's not how you say it. Oh, what kind of sandwich? Oh, I don't like this.
This is so inappropriate and horrible. Exploshi's constant flirting caused V to develop a crush on her.
What? Derail, go check out My Ex Will Never Learn. Rihanna, Deli, and VA.
Will never learn.
Thanks for the 10. We'll get to it.
We'll get to that. Thanks, man.
Exploshi's constant flirting caused V to develop a crush on her, giving V the wrong idea. Exploshi made it clear that she did not want to pursue a relationship with V and explains that she flirts with all her friends.
Yeah.
Yo, you okay?
Yeah.
If you're sure, man.
Yeah.
For the record, even though I've only known you for 2 days, it's extremely painfully obvious to tell that you're not okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, bro. I trust you. But I'm watching.
Jesus. Fuck out my camera, you said. Okay, alright. I guess
No!
I can't.
Talk like a normal human.
Lied. Oh, it says you fucking...
You can always understand the things I say.
Sometimes I don't know
Just
what
go
you're
ahead.
trying to say.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay, I lied. I'm not, I guess. It's just that I found someone who was so similar to me. I thought, like, you know, you're the one. It isn't your fault or nothing. Because you were in a relationship. I should just ask myself. But hope we can still be friends.
Of course we can still be
I had
friends,
something
dude.
stuck in my throat, which is why I was doing that voice.
Of course we can still be friends, dude. You're really sweet, and I'm glad we met. Okay.
Show me your ass.
Sorry if I, got your hopes up or something.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm sure you'll find that special somebody eventually, man.
I shouldn't have taken everything he said so seriously.
Oh no, was it the flirting?
No.
I do that with all my friends.
Well, yeah, I know.
I really hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'll get over it.
You don't have to worry about this making stuff awkward between us all, okay? You're cool.
I don't think you said that, probably.
Exploshi didn't compensate or credit V in both instances where V drew profile pictures of her.
Okay. Hello. I need your help.
Yeah.
Remember how you drew a great art of my old Sona?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember.
So you see my new one.
Ooh, I'm on it.
Oh my god, I love you.
I love you. Okay. I love you more, Baba.
Your goofy style matches my content a lot better than Docile.
I thought that said Israel. Yeah.
So far, just wow, this is so stunning and horrible. Even though I'm cute as fuck, my animations are not.
If you ever need me to draw anything, feel free to ask.
I don't want to just order you around, bro.
Well, if I don't want to do it, I'll say.
Okay, bro.
Fuck you. Hate you. GRTR. But I have nothing to do, so thumbs up.
Okay, bro. You Dan do it. Can. Fuck!
Yes, I can. Why is it taking so long? Something like this, maybe? Again, very, very rough.
Why do I look so concerned? Can you please make
Don't
me
even
look
say
happy
that.
and kind of smug?
I just felt like drawing that, I guess. Okay.
Also, the eyes are joined. Oh my god.
Oh.
I feel so bad bossing you around. I'm sorry.
Ah, nah. What if I draw the face, a few faces and poses, and you pick one?
Yes!
Yo!
Explosi sending random sexual messages to V, despite Explosi not wanting to pursue anything further than a platonic relationship with V. Wow. Oh boy, it's a new day. I'm gonna eat so much cake. Hello?
I slept in.
Okay, I got worried about you.
No, I was big sleepy. I'm fine now.
I hope so.
Yeah, also, I said earlier you were very, very sad in Bolt Boys. You okay, homie? Home slice? Home dog?
I'm okay. I just thought after yesterday you weren't ever gonna talk to me again.
No! Just because you don't like me bad, don't mean I don't like you as a person in general. They said it like that, so.
Your profile pic made me come. Okay. Alright.
You could just ask me to make a new one, bruh.
Bro, your icon served me well, but don't you think it's about time somebody else got their chance?
Nope. I am the best. Woohoo!
Ego. Wah. How dare you? Selfish.
Nah, you want to talk. That was joke, by the way. You are still as down to earth as you were back in the good old days. I don't really know what the good old days were, but...
Now, people can say, oh, well, this is kind of boring. This is kind of boring. You know, this is kind of boring. Well, here's the thing, and here's the problem. These people accused GOOSEWORX of essentially protecting and defending a groomer. Okay? So we're going through these DMs to, first of all, emphasize that the age gap is 14 and 17, so it wouldn't really matter what happens here. But second of all, to emphasize that it doesn't really even seem like what's happening here is grooming or, like, you know, extremely overly sexual here. It just seems like jokes back and forth. Explosi, now 18, interacting with a 13-year-old. Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to do this one?
Yeah.
Just letting you know, if you ever need to talk or just want to talk about stupid shit, I'm here. Pretty much always online, to be honest. Serious.
I know, and you don't have to worry about those tags. I know what you meant. Hee slash Explosi. That was extremely...
It's like the meme, because...
It was extremely invalidating for Explosi to do, and it actually made me very angry to see this.
I am 12 years old.
I am Explosi.
Oh, what? That's so cool. Ellipses. Pretty.
Yes, it's an egg.
I like eggplants. Open it up like little goblins inside. You'll yoke the goblins for free. What?
Aw, you're all excitable and cute today.
Yeah, I guess I am just very happy today.
Aw, share with me what's made you so happy. Now it's, don't, just for optics sake, I mean, this isn't terrible or anything. Don't ever call a 13-year-old cute when you're an 18-year-old. Don't ever do that. Right?
Take your
seemingly
time.
Unaware of downplaying the severity of their behavior towards people. Man, how did I end up worrying about not being socially acceptable to compliment because someone's appearance because they might think it's weird? It's like, I see someone who's attractive and I want to tell them they look great, but what if they're not comfy getting complimented by a stranger or something, even though I'm just trying to be nice? What? Why is that evil to say? Explosi implying romantic and sexual jokes between two platonic friends. After it was made clear to her, said friends felt uncomfortable with said jokes. Screenshot 3 and 4 are a totally unprompted message that Explosi sent to one of her friends in the Discord server. Okay.
Can't even read that just yet. So.
Just had to see what the music was there.
It was right before... Do you want to do blue and I'll do red?
I'll do red. You do blue.
Okay. It was right before I hit the middle of the post. Yes.
Lol. Well, okay, so yeah. GG, I was literally about to reach it, and Blue swapped us at the last second. But Chemical Plant, she had time. She had time to reach the goalpost, and she had 60 seconds. And it ran out a split second before she got there, which is the funniest shit to me.
I was so fucking mad.
Funny, though.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Kiss.
That screenshot, I don't know if it's the bitrate. That looks like it was copy-pasted in.
A little bit, but I don't know. Even if we assume it's true, it's not even, evil or anything. You're red, right? Red. Oh, I'm red. There's sketches of him.
Rips you apart platonically.
Get a room, you two.
That's normal. What the fuck?
Can you say goodnight to me so I don't have nightmares? If that's okay.
We say this to each other.
Hey, I'm going to sleep now, so you don't worry if you notice I'm not sending messages. It's okay. I just went to bed. I hope that clears it up. This is the quote-unquote unprompted message that was so inappropriate. Okay, great.
How is this inappropriate? I tell you every time I go to sleep so you know that you can put a hex on the demons that come after me and stuff.
At least 2 people, including V, near instantly developed a short-lived crush on her due to her flirtatious language upon first meeting. This should give you a good understanding of the way that she talks to new people. After noticing people blocking her on Twitter and Discord, she attributed the reason to calling a mutual of hers Boo, meaning she either forgot about all what she did or to other people and isn't aware of the severity of her actions at all, or she chose to ignore that. Explosi's behavior is accordingly all too familiar with victims of grooming. However, Explosi did not have the intent to take this behavior any further than via Discord DMs. Her behavior cannot be classed as grooming, but still, understandably, very worrying.
So why put that top sentence above? Explosi's behavior is accordingly all too familiar with victims of grooming.
Because this is all disingenuous. This is literally all disingenuous bullshit.
That was the most fucking nothing post.
I know. Explosi would later make this tweet in response to the thread. Yeah, I have pretty much no excuse for this. I'm always saying dumb shit without thinking, and even if it's a joke, it'll always come back to bite me in the ass. I'm really sorry to anyone involved. I'll be replying to some of these individually to hopefully clear some things up. Why did you bend the knee to this? You shouldn't have bent the knee to this. This is really stupid to bend the knee to. And a couple of hours later, released a twit longer in response to the thread.
This is going to be a long read for you, pal.
Addressing all the accusations, please read all the way. Before reading this response, please look through the whole accusation tweet linked below and look closely so you understand everything. This isn't a pedophile or grooming situation at all, rather one concerning all the uncomfortable jokes or inappropriate comments I made without thinking, especially to people younger than me. I'll be explaining each individual tweet that I feel the needs to be explained here instead of in replies because frankly that was a lazy way to push aside the problem. 2. I guess the second tweet. I had this phase before realizing I was a girl where I'd always be really excited to talk about drawing my character with feminine features, and I'd often project onto them a lot and go too far, as pictured here. As for the fucks me joke, I have no excuse. I just saw that she said fucks it, that they said fucks it, and I thought I'd make a horrible wordplay pun. Back when I used femboy as a meme buzzword all the time, I tended to make a lot of sexual jokes with friends relating to them. This has made people upset a lot of times in the past. I'm really sorry to anyone out there who was upset with my vulgar sense of humor, who I might have forgotten. I pretty much just go around spreading it wherever I please, forgetting who I pissed off. 4. I've always thought that twink was a term... sorry, I just realized y'all can't read that. A term for a kind of slim male physique and nothing else, but then I learned it's actually slang for a gay guy, so yeah, it doesn't look good. Sure, I guess.
Take your time. Thanks,
damn,
guys,
bro.
for this amazing video.
God.
We've got 2 times speed as well.
Yeah. 5. This is the first instance where me making really bad lewd jokes and jokingly flirting with someone actually resulted in them catching feelings, followed by me swiftly rejecting them. Although I'm pretty sure it's more than just that. I've talked to them a lot, so when they started to act up and then confessed, I was worried that I might have gotten their hopes up or something. It definitely wasn't my intentions to make them fall for me, and I'm still really sorry that happened. And yeah, I do playfully flirt with my friends sometimes, but I forget I can't do it with anyone and just have them automatically understand. So it's my fault for not thinking, especially since this person was much younger than me. And then 6, your profile picture made me come is obviously raising alarm bells. Please note that the screenshot is cropped to show only that message. At the time, their profile picture was a meme, and I'd often say, insert thing here makes me come, as if that's... Fuck, the one time. As if that... if I like something or find it funny, even though that's pretty gross. Again, I shouldn't have said those things to them considering the age gap. 9. What? Did we skip something? I guess she didn't have anything to say. Okay, sure. The situation had actually already been brought to my attention months ago. Shortly after it happened, the person who was friends with the 13-year-old in question approached me on Discord with the intention of interrogating me for the things that I had said to them because they had already looked borderline predatory, which I can't disagree with. This was actually when I learned that the person was 13 and realized what I'd said looked so inappropriate. I apologized to them and asked if they could tell the 13-year-old I was sorry for how I acted and I wouldn't talk to them again. Most of this comes down to me trying to be friendly and nice as I could to this person after learning about certain personal struggles they had in their life, and trying to appear like a caring person they could trust. However, this supposedly rubbed them the wrong way and triggered them because they've been groomed for real in the past, and the situation brought those memories back, according to the friend who spoke to me. I'm truly sorry that I made them feel that way, and I can only hope that they're doing better now. 10. I always worry about my image, and this is just another typical self-deprecating tweet about how being nice to people sometimes ends up with me in trouble because they thought I was being creepy. Exactly what happened. 11. This was just me making bad unwanted jokes at an inappropriate time at the expense of people who are really uncomfortable with being talked about or shipped in that manner. One of them approached me afterwards to tell me what I'd done wrong, and I apologized. Just another example of me not reading the room or thinking before I speak.
I like how the one time you were reading with it unpaused, it was fucking like lightning fast.
I know, and then as soon as I go back to it, it's just like fucking turtle speed again. I can't stress enough that this situation is entirely to do with me not thinking about how I speak and making uncomfortable jokes with the wrong people, and I'm hoping that these explanations help to clear up more. Trying to prevent this is something that I continue to work on, even if evidently it hasn't been working out so well lately. I'm not a pedophile or a groomer, and I don't want to pursue anyone in a romantic or sexual way. I just have no idea how to act appropriately on the internet. I'm sorry that my behavior reached a point where screenshots like this can have people convinced I'm similar to the types of Carson or John Bob. I apologize to anyone who feels like they can no longer trust me as a result of these accusations, and I hope to pick myself up and improve with everyone watching to make sure that I do. Here's the original thread. A huge thank you to all of my friends who already know what I am like, helping me through this. Yeah, it's a lengthy one because there's a lot to cover. Apologies to everyone who's been caught up in the mess. Also, please don't drag my partner into this. I heard y'all are sending him death threats, which is not okay no matter what happened here. True. Other people offer their 10 cents of the situation. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, John Swan.
Hi, John.
John Swan, the freaking goat, might I say.
All right. Like, who cares, dude? All right, so apparently This guy says, one half of me thinks this is real. The other half thinks the other half of me thinks this is real. One half doesn't think it's real. I've been friends with her for basically a year now, and I never experienced this. I don't understand that well. If she did this, then it would have to be jokes. I believe that, but I never thought it would be like this. There are obvious jokes, but I'm starting to think differently about this. I feel bad showing this. I might get backlash about showing these, but I'm starting to think a bit more differently. Let's see.
I think I know Porgy on Twitter.
Lamau, sorry, I made Thomas and somebody made you. I'm hot. What? Thank you, son from Teletubby. Sorry if I talk a lot, I just want to be good friends. Drawing coming later. Blushes hard. Oh my god.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my god, dude.
You fucking pest.
You disingenuous piece of shit, pest. Dude. You just want to get attention so badly.
Profile
oh
picture.
My god,
little
dude.
Fucking pest.
Like,
I fucking hate people like you.
Fuck you, dude.
You fucking disgusting little worm.
Like,
fucking over your friend like this.
So, my experience with Exploshi. Hey everyone, I had recently seen the news about Exploshi and the way that she acts towards her friends who are either older or younger. I started to think about it and how I was confused, and I shared a few screenshots about the jokes that she would tell other people in her friend group. I didn't want to make this, but people wanted a bit more context with more evidence about the whole thing. Here are the links to the evidence in my own tweets. When I first became friends with her, it was when she had a Discord server and she told her members to comment on a YouTube video that someone had stolen from her. And while I was looking at the video, I looked down at the description. They credited her stolen video. And DMs, I told her they credited her, but she said it was still plagiarized. I agreed and was about to continue to whatever I was doing, but she has told me that she had seen me on Twitter a bunch, and so she wanted to be friends. I agreed and was a bit put off by it, but I didn't really care. We talked a bit, and she sent a dumb picture, and I laughed, and she said some weird comment about, and I never thought about it until now. Okay.
It's already being disingenuous. She said, hey, do you want to be friends? And he's like, I was mildly put off by this.
Pussy got me like... You are cool.
Do you want me to do Georgie, Porgy?
Sure. You are cool.
Thank you. Pussy got me like that too.
Yes.
Pussy too.
Okay, so he went with the joke, and now retrospectively he's deciding he got, like, raped or something. Great. The next day, I drew her a picture because I like to draw my friends, and she asked me to draw her as a weird little gremlin because I like to draw my friends like that. And when I agreed, she responded like this. Then she had me to change the shirt color, and I agreed again. Then she responded in another weird fashion. When I changed the color of the shirt, she showed her the picture. She responded again in another weird response. A few days later, we were talking about her BFB cartoon, an object shown, and we were just talking about it. And then she showed me some music and what she would do with it, and I thought it was cool. I then drew another picture, and she responded in another gross fashion.
Someone makes a good part thing in the thing chat. Georgie never says if he was older or younger.
Yeah, no, there's no age. No, the entire point of this quote unquote call out is literally just to say that, like, joke inappropriate, joke bad. Okay.
So let's assume these people are turning 18. Both of them.
Well, I also the part that matters here. Assuming if there was an age gap difference that was significant, it would have been mentioned in the thread because this person is an attention-grabbing piece of shit, right? We can all assume that one. So let's just take away the age gap conversation. And what I want us to focus on more is the fact that when Exploshi is making these jokes, every single one of the jokes that I've seen so far, Georgie goes with it and is totally fine with it. Now, again, this goes back to something that I've said multiple times on stream, which is if you cannot communicate like a mature person, you have no place making allegations or accusations. If something makes you uncomfortable, it is your job as a human to go to that person and say, this made me uncomfortable. If you cannot do that, then you cannot blame...
or a child.
Sure. And if you cannot do that, you cannot blame people for continuing to do it. And especially if you go with the jokes, you dumb fuck. All right, go ahead.
Yep.
Thank you, it's so cute. I was waiting for the image to load and half hoping that it was one of those weird sitting gremlins like in your whatever.
Your pig. Yeah, I will make you one.
I will come.
Yum. Yum.
That's pink. It's my Epic X logo.
Okay.
Thanks, I love you. Oh God, that's so sexy.
It's just not even like really inappropriate. It's just like a funny meme. Thank you. Also, great video.
You're greater. Again, I never took my mind off of, or I never took any mind of it and continued talking to her. I admit that I was pretty inclusive by constantly asking her to VC because I wanted to talk about and kind of shoot the shit and hang out in VC. A few days later, she went into her public VC and started saying some stuff about my voice since I'm a squeaker. And she would say things like, join the VC when you're back, when your voice is deeper. I muted and I was uncomfortable for the time being. A few more days later, I had messaged her again and joked about talking about our old cartoons, calling poop coffee, and she responded in another weird manner. I responded as well in a joking manner, but I was uncomfy for the time being. So you have no place to talk.
Saying uncomfy.
So you have no place to talk is what I'm hearing. You have no place
so
to
they
talk.
don't show an image of that.
Bro, poop coffee is my favorite cartoon.
Oh, never mind.
Sex! God, I love sex.
God,
okay.
I love sex.
Oh, so apparently you were uncomfortable, but you said, God, I love sex. Okay, great. She made a private server for mutuals and friends, and I asked to join. She gave me an invite. I joined, and in a few minutes, two people started arguing about something, and she told them to get a room or just kiss already. It weirded out some people in the server, but nobody cared for the time being. Weeks from then, she messaged me about my role in Screen Chubs. I was being an annoying piece of shit because I would brag to people that I would be in an Exploshi cartoon. She confronted me about it and how I shouldn't act like that and how I should know that should keep that deep down and don't bring up shit because it annoys people. I agreed and apologized profoundly because I constantly did that and I felt bad because of that fact. She was getting a lot of negative feedback because of it. After that, I agreed with her and she thanked her for the confrontation. What's the point?
Oh, okay.
What's the point of even including that?
Known for being like a little fucking braggadocious piece of shit, right?
So the champion of the toilet? No.
Lamau, sorry. Mid Thomas and someone made you.
I'm hot.
Are you really?
Exploshi is someone who's been around people for several months and helped on YouTube and many other places. I will tell you this because I care about you and your future. Go outside. Addison going crazy.
Addison going crazy.
Addison going crazy. From my personal experience with Exploshi, this is bizarre. This is how they talk to everyone indiscriminately. It's bizarre and doesn't make it anywhere near all right, but it's worth mentioning that they aren't a groomer or a pedophile, just extremely socially awkward and poisoned by the internet. Last post of the thread, her behavior cannot be classed as grooming, but still is understandably very worried. Being very socially awkward and poisoned by the internet towards a fucking 13... They just said that they were cute, dude. Come on. Who cares? Okay, she deserves all the criticism. All right. Sure, you should take responsibility, whatever. Evidence that are flirtatious and sexual joking nature when interacting with friends. Sure. Okay. This thread doesn't claim that. Yeah, but it's clearly implying it.
Oh, no, but it insinuates a lot of it, because when you start off the fucking thing, you say this is implying of groomed behavior or whatever, or you know what I mean? And then right under it says, but they aren't. So what is it? Why mention this is an example of grooming behavior? You know?
Yeah. Okay. So I've known her since 2017. I can pretty safely say that this is how she talks to friends, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Difference is she's just, I'm aware of that's how she is. I don't care. Yep.
Okay, right.
I want to, so honestly, Swag, I want to learn how to love, how to live, how to come, how to make a come, how to fart. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. Sorry, I don't want prostate cancer, and then instantly destroys our cocks by squeezing all the liquids out into my mouth. You are horny. I'm joking. Okay, Kumat.
Oh, so this is everyone else making the exact same jokes as her.
So I'm Robin. Are you there? I'm right here, sweetie. I have an idea. Okay, there you go. There's like 2 accounts mimicking you. Lol, they aren't hurting me. Everyone knows Exploshi from her hit TikToks. Yeah, I do dances. I'm in revealing bimbo outfits and weird underage thirst traps. Oh. You know what else is cute? You? Oh. Alright, no fair. You can't just make me fucking cum myself in public. I'm pretty sure Spindling has said almost literally something verbatim akin to that to me.
To you?
Yes.
It's when you sent me a gif of you, and I was like, I'm in public, you're gonna make me cum.
In defense of Exploshi, I don't care. The whole point of this is just to go over what the allegations are so I can show you guys that it's all bullshit. All right, that's enough of that. Finally fucking done with that one. Great. So, Funky Frogbait response. So this Funky Frogbait guy is a really big YouTuber. Apparently he's like one of those really... Oh, sorry, she... Jesus Christ, I am so fucking sorry. Oh God. Okay, I just didn't know. I didn't know. I've never seen them before. Okay, I don't know who this
Cutting
person
edge
is.
animation.
But apparently, no. Funky Frogbait. Okay, so Funky Frogbait apparently is a really, really big, person. Okay, so 3 million, 3 million subs. It's like slop mostly. It's like Cheater Busters.
I saw
has gone
Diddy
too
kissing
far.
a man. Wait, hold on. They're using like a thumbnail. Scroll up. Am I being like gay about this? Scroll up to the top. They use like a photo of like a kid and then put the text, "I saw Diddy kissing a man."
Daddy, not Diddy.
Daddy kissing a man.
It's Cheater Buster.
That's cringe. That's weird. I think that's cringe.
It's what happened in the episode.
I don't care.
Dude, you're being like an Amazing Digital Circus fan right now. It's freaking me out.
This person is transgender, Harrison.
Potentially. I'm not actually entirely sure.
Are you not?
So...
Yeah.
No, I said I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. So what is it? What... Hold on.
Yeah, bro.
Let me see. Wait. Stay right here for a second.
I can't hear you.
I'll be back. I said stay right here for a second. I will be right back, okay?
What did you do?
Thank you. Trying to call Ace. Nobody's respecting me. Okay, so Ace ignored me. Great. Ace ignored me. All right.
Listen, you do not want the rate to Joker on your case.
Okay, well, Ace ignored me. Whatever.
Ha.
Well, it's annoying because I don't understand what this controversy is. Why is she... Maybe she explains it in her apology. Let's just see. Let's just find out.
Every single time I have made any attempt to address a negative reaction to something I have said, it has immediately resulted.
I'm pretty sure what happened is that Funky Frogbait, because Spoofs was telling me about this a while back. So Funky Frogbait essentially said that like the stuff against like Kitten Sneeze and people like that has been extremely overblown. Like Kitten Sneeze, the stuff with GOOSEWORX, all of the like reactions against them has been super like overblown, right?
In far worse backlash. I am in every single possible way incentivized to do nothing right now. Everything about this statement will be scrutinized and insulted, from my tone of voice, the fact I'm reading from something I wrote beforehand, the way I look, my choice of wording, even the length of the video itself. I've been on the internet for a long time. I know how this works. But there is something about thousands of people calling you a racist that really cannot go unacknowledged. I'm not going to cry on camera or bring out a ukulele. If you still think I'm a racist after watching this video, it is not my place to tell you otherwise. I'm just going to tell you exactly what happened and address the accusations against me. After this, I will continue to upload my content as usual because I will have nothing more to say about this. This past Sunday, while playing a game on stream, someone brought up the Amazing Digital Circus.
Okay.
I had just seen a Penguin Zero video about how the last episode was leaked and how the creator GOOSEWORX had received intense criticism for this, despite it being out of her control. I am not a fan of the Amazing Digital Circus. I have previously expressed my disinterest in the show after the topic had been spammed in my chat during streams multiple times. The community surrounding the show seemed very unpleasant to be a part of, and I honestly did not want to associate with it. Despite this, I still express sympathy for GOOSEWORX because I want indie art to succeed, even if it's indie art that I don't particularly like. I make the point that while many users claim to want more authentic human-made content, they often treat the humans making it poorly.
This is true. This is based. Especially for somebody who seems like a giant libtard. This is based.
While talking about this, a handful of users started spamming that GOOSEWORX was a racist in the chat. While most of my viewers are wonderful and I love to interact with them, there are others who will spam misinformation, insults, and extremely dark subject matter at me while streaming. My moderators are volunteers. They do the best that they can. These were extremely serious allegations from a fanbase that has developed a very bad reputation online, provided without any context whatsoever. My only knowledge of GOOSEWORX's behavior at this point with regards to racism was that she had recently made it very clear that racists were not in any way welcome in the Amazing Digital Circus fandom in a very strongly worded tweet. I have since done my research, as I have been asked to do. What I found were certainly not things I would ever post. From what I can tell, they were intended to be jokes, but I personally didn't find them funny, and it makes sense that they would disturb people. Whether or not GOOSEWORX' more recent statements show sufficient...
And you backpedaled, and you backpedaled, and you backpedaled, and you lost my respect. You lost my respect. You lost my respect. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. You lost my respect. Okay. Yeah, they were intended to be jokes. I can understand how they disturb people. Okay. Okay, dude. We've seen everything that this GOOSEWORX person has posted, okay?
Personal growth to ethically consume her content seems to be a very hotly contested question right now. It's an easy question for me. I already wasn't, and don't see myself doing so in the future. In the moment while streaming, based on the information I had, I shut down the chatters who were making these accusations. I assumed this was just more extreme behavior stemming from the episode leak. I'm sorry.
Which isn't a crazy jump to make, I'm gonna be honest. Like, these people are ravenous, and they will punish creators for literally just doing things that they don't like, and then just go fishing in their online past and, like, find reasons to hate them.
How aggressive this response was. It made me very upset, because it touched on something that had been weighing on me for a while. That harassment campaigns online under the guise of accountability have gotten out of control. That these harassment campaigns often spread misinformation. That the purpose of these call-outs, or cancellations, or whatever you want to call them, is often not effective at actually preventing harm, but it is very effective at finding a righteous justification for doing harm to someone else.
Based and true. This is literally true. Okay, she's on the money with that one. She's totally on the money with that one.
The irony was that only a few hours later, videos accusing me of being a racist were getting thousands of likes. If you, after hearing the facts about what happened, choose to still believe that I'm a racist, that makes me horribly sad, but I can't do anything about it. If you believe, as many people have stated, that I'm just another fake white queer that likes to live out rather than meaningfully critique the evils of white supremacy and capitalism, I disagree with you, but I accept that I can't change your mind.
Okay.
What I refuse to accept is the people filling my comment sections so obviously delighted to prove that I have been secretly bigoted and hypocritical all this time, after everything that I've posted. I refuse to accept the glee with which they finally feel justified to say extremely cruel things about me as a person. I refuse to accept people dropping isolated claims that I am racist on several social media platforms, completely separated from the context of the original video, likely leading many of my followers to believe that if they are not white, I do not value or advocate for them, which is not true. This behavior is disgusting, exactly what I was addressing on stream, and I do not...
So they're essentially just, like, wide swath calling her, like, an evil racist because she said that... Okay. Awesome. Really great. Really great. Okay.
Accept it as valid criticism. This is the only statement that I will be making about this. If you want to continue to express how much you dislike me, that's fine. All I can ask is that you try to do so responsibly. Leave your opinions under this video or the video where the incident actually occurred so that people have the full context of the situation. Cite your sources. Use my actual words. If you are right, and I am secretly a terrible person, this basic level of honesty should not weaken your position at all. I would also ask that you perhaps engage with me the same way I engage with all of you. The things I say are said in my voice with my face attached to it. I don't think it's unfair to ask for the same level of vulnerability. This may be entertaining drama for you, but it is not to me. I cannot prove to you that I'm a good person. I can only continue to make content about weird topics I find interesting, raise awareness and donate to help communities that need it, and try to make people laugh, because that's the whole reason I started doing this. Whether you continue to watch me or not is up to you.
Okay. All right. So she got, like, ripped a new asshole just because she was, like, honest about this shit and just decided to say, like, yeah, I think this is a little bit too much. Okay.
Holy ass, why did they make it mostly about themselves and now people are going to attack them and when they're really not as bad as they seem, instead of being like, hey, my bad for my first knee-jerk reaction. Okay.
Every single time I have...
Like, what is this? Love is love. My opinion on black people? Well, I support gay rights. What the fuck? That's awesome. Okay. Sure. Great. Jake segment. I already did the Jake segment. Jake's second response. We've already covered this. Okay. So, looks like that's the amazing digital retard situation. Let's do a few derails, shall we? And hey, let me just go ahead and say, if you're liking what you see, go ahead and give a freaking like, okay? And on top of that, if you feel so inclined, feel free to donate. We've got all these really, really cool, donor goals here. All these really cool ones, as you see in the upper right-hand corner. Look at all these fucking Pokemon packs I have, okay? Look at how many I still have, dude. I gotta get these open, okay? And I don't open them off stream. So, yeah, thank you very much. So, let me go ahead and see what we've got here.
Here lies Charlie Kirk. You can remember him because we put his face on a coin.
kept his debates ice cold. Used principles from the Bible. He hated abortion because he knew only God knows how to control a woman. A woman's body
What have we
is
got?
left up to the man, the state, so don't be sorry. Never was fond of people of color. They were always painted out to be inferior. Always following the American dream. Till a sniper aimed for his neck and he started to bleed. Climbing up the steps of Republican greatness. Donald.
All right. That wasn't actually a derail. I just found that. I just was looking for the actual
Pimpleton,
derails.
can you show us how to tie a tie?
Can you show us how to tie a tie? Yeah. Yeah, why not? Sure, buddy. All right, hold on. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you confused me for. Okay. So, for all of you fatherless heathens, all you got to do here, you get the long end with the wide end here. You've got this one needs to be way shorter. This thin end, right? And you're gonna, here, I'll stand up. Hold on. So, got these two ends, right? And do this, bring this one above this one right here. Then loop it around again. All right, so you got a double little loop here. Then you're gonna bring this fat end up like this. It's gonna go over, and then you're gonna tuck it into this little knot thing right here. Okay. Okay, and then you're gonna tighten it up. I didn't do the best job here because the thin end is gonna be a little bit too long, but it's pretty much there. So that's how you tie a tie. There you go. Look in your DMs. It's GOOSEWORX stuff related, and it's a bit funny, not gonna lie. Actually, wait, we do still have a little bit more on the GOOSEWORX stuff. Because I forgot to go through some of the stuff that Ace sent that he didn't put in the Google Docs. So let me go through this vent art stuff that Ember just sent me first, and then we'll go through the stuff that Ace sent. All right, let's see what this is. Why are people making vent art for another person?
My father doesn't wear ties. He's Franciscan.
That's cool. I don't really even know what that means, but that's cool, I think. Franciscan? That's cool, I think. I don't know. But anyways, why are people making vent art for another person? And then, you know what?
Fuck the Amazing Digital Circus. Fuck ships. And fuck all the fandom.
Great. The funniest part about this is it's traced on and quoting Has Been Hotel. You can't make this shit up. Okay, so that's what this is. Sure. This GOOSEWORX shit is hilarious. Oh, I did see this one. This one's really funny.
Baby cry, baby cry. Cry,
No!
baby cry.
No! I feel so bad for GOOSEWORX. It's literally like, even if you're like positive with GOOSEWORX, you are going to be one of the most parasocial freaks that you've ever seen, dude. Like, there's just no good people in this fandom. Truly. Oh yeah, and then there's this one too.
Why do you people torment me?
Why do you people torment me? And it's from, you know, Kane.
You should
right?
put a suit on. You've been swagless for too long.
I mean, I had a suit on at the beginning of stream. Hold on, let me turn on the AC. Thank you for the 5. All right. Let's see. Okay. Just turn it on. Okay, whatever. It's fine. So there's that one, and then there's This one, Are We Dead Ass? And it's just like, I never asked to be in this. I just wanted to make something I loved. I didn't ask to be famous. I just wanted to make a cartoon. Like, dude, it's so miserable. It's just so miserable, dude. It's so fucking miserable. Man.
Once you put the suit on, can you wait a bit and then remove it for us?
I mean, how long is a bit? You're gonna have to define a bit, right? But yes, I can do that. Let's see. Excuse me, sir. There must be something you've confused me for. Guys, we found this new game. We found this new game that I played last night with a couple of friends called Klepka. And it's a lot of fun. I think one day, maybe this month, I'll do a members only stream where we play it. Because it's a lot of fun. I think you guys would enjoy watching us play it. Hee hee. Let me see. So we've got other stuff from Ace here before we're done. So we've got more vent art here. Hold on. Racist, misogynist, backbiter, abusive, unprofessional, show sucks, white. White. That's so evil. No. Okay, and then we've got these here. And this is kind of just about everything. Some of it's GOOSEWORX, some of it's Funky Frog Retard. All right. I think you're undermining the definition of being a groomer. Grooming someone is usually when you earn someone, usually a minor's trust. What GOOSEWORX did was really bad, but she was responding inappropriately to a minor on Twitter without considering their age. She wasn't trying to earn the minor's trust by simply replying to them openly on social media. As someone who has been groomed before myself, please be more careful about what terms you use before talking about a situation. My fault, gang. I just didn't want that crowd of her saviors getting on my ass asking for evidence when it's been given in the replies. Why are we misusing the word groomer? What the fuck? Hello? Can we not water down and slap these kinds of labels on shit, please? From what I've seen, it's extremely fucked up to push that line for the sake of an argument. Literally, my bad, dog. I just didn't want to outright call her a pedophile when her saviors and bootlickers are fucking attacking me. Are you not confusing her with the person she defended for those latter points? As far as I know, she just did that and made sexual jokes with one minor. And that's fine to you? She still made jokes and drew NSFW shit towards minors when she was 26 years old. I did not say it was fine to me. I'm just saying, keep the facts straight. The fact that she still made sexual jokes towards minors and still acted like the victim when she was called out? First time I'm hearing the rumor part. Hold on. Basically, there's a video in the reply someone put in. Goose does sexual jokes with the kid. Even when she finds out that they're a child, she continues to make porn of said child and makes jokes. That's not what happens. That's just blatantly dishonest. Sexualizes a 14-year-old and calls people snowflakes for not joking with her. Where does that even happen? We never saw that. So then this apology thing that the froggy person did, hate campaigns, and it's literally black people defending their culture and have evidence of GOOSEWORX being racist and a fucking groomer. Not a groomer. Made racist jokes doesn't mean that they're a racist. Genuinely fuck foggy fog bait, and I can't stand their ass. Holy shit. Yeah, you need to like just find a hobby or something. Watch something else. I don't know. I can understand why at glance it might seem very valid evidence that GOOSEWORX isn't racist, but the wording that she chooses, genuine racism, proves that she still has a lot of learning to do when it comes to being anti-racist. Fuck off. For everyone saying that GOOSEWORX isn't racist, I'm just going to assume you're incredibly privileged and or you have no critical thinking skills. Some of her racist tweets are very old, but the issue is that she has not apologized. Her silence is what speaks volumes. On top of that, when she did finally speak up about it, she could not be bothered to be serious about it and used the phrase genuine racism as if there's an acceptable amount of unserious racism. GOOSEWORX is also predatory on top of all of that, so I don't understand why some of you are not dead set on defending her. She's not a good person. Funky Frogbait's apology video just pissed me off so bad, like genuinely what is her problem? I found it very telling how defensive they were about GOOSEWORX in the stream, and even more so how defensive they were in their apology. So with that, we are finally done with this shit. I'm so fucking done with these people. I don't care. I don't care about any of these people. I hate all of them, and I think that they should genuinely, like, not die, but they just need to, like, I don't know. They just, I don't know. Like, it's just so horrible. It's all so horrible, dude. So here's our first derail.
But my testimony,
And then we'll do the school shooter OCs.
these are usually how I mess up, man. Remember, I was doing this show about 3 years ago, and it was this big deal. It was about this size, almost like 2,000 people. And I was doing this show, and I did pretty good. And after the show, they took me to this room with this table, had a pen on it. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do here? And they said, well, we're going to let some people in, and we want you to sign autographs. And I said, okay, I can do that. And they did. They opened the door, like 100 people line up at that table for my autograph. I'm like, oh, sweet. I felt pretty good about myself. The first lady in the line, she walks up to me and she goes, would you put your favorite Bible verse under your name for me? Just your name and then put your favorite Bible verse under your name. Could
Awesome.
you do that? I'm like, okay. Sure. Well, my favorite Bible verse is Psalm 34, verse 8. It says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Happy are those who take refuge in him. That was my favorite verse. But that night, I forgot the verse. I just blanked on it. You know how sometimes, you know, like, sir, when you dress today. You know what I'm talking about? It's like your brain is, yeah, it's just not working. So I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, it's Psalm something. I got to pick something. And I said, oh, I'll just have to make up a verse here. So I did. I picked Psalm 38, verse 7. Just picked it out of thin air. Psalm 38, 7. Okay, I did it. Like an idiot, I did them all that way. Tim Hawkins, Psalm 38, 7. Hope you enjoyed the show. So I'm driving home that night. I'm like, oh, Lord, I hope that was a good verse. Oh, Lord, could you change the scripture if it's not, just for one night? But he did not hear my prayer. So I get home and I look up Psalm 38, verse 7. And to my horror, it says, lo, I have a painful disease in my loins.
Oh. That's kind of awesome.
Oh, yuck it up. Thanks for the help. What are there, 1 billion verses in the Bible, and I chose that one? And I signed it 100 times and sent it out in my own little mission field. Go! Take the word! Don't forget my loin problem! Build schools and hospitals! Don't forget my loin disease! Because you know those people looked it up. You know they did. They probably made a big deal out of it. Come on here, sit down, kids, sit down. We're gonna read this verse. Turn the TV off. Get over here. Here it is, Psalm 38, 7. Shh. It says life first. Shh. It says, lo, I have a painful disease. I shook his hand. I shook his hand. I shook that poor bird's hand. What was I doing? I knew See, look at you, some of you don't get that. Lo, I have a painful disease in my loin. Never gonna see that verse cross-stitched on a pillow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, what's the next one? What's the next one? It's like, oh, it's this one. Okay, great.
Alright, so I needed to sit down and make a video response.
It's this like really annoying guy who sounded just as bad as the ex that he was trying to expose last time.
About the new stuff regarding Rihanna Deli and VA, because it's kind of serious, and it's kind of, if I didn't respond to it, then my fucking career online would be over, so I kind of needed to sit down and talk about it. So, if you do not know who Rihanna Deli and VA is, I will give a quick recap here. Rihanna Deli and VA is an ex of mine who is a master manipulator. They are also a pedophile. They are a groomer. They are a cheater, and they are also just overall a disgusting, terrible person. If you'd like to look into more of who Rihanna is, there's a playlist that will be linked in the top right corner, as well as a few documents that will be linked in my channel's description.
I am not reading all of that at all. Can you just show proof for any of that stuff, please?
As I cannot link them in video descriptions because YouTube hates me. So to go into the recent stuff that has been circulating within the past 48 hours, recently Rihanna made a post on their Twitter basically saying that apparently people are saying that I'm into lolicon. Now, I had no idea what lolicon even was. Now, I looked it up, obviously, because, you know, if you don't know what something is, you look it up, and apparently it's the attraction to young or young-looking characters. So, in other words, Rihanna is saying that people are calling me a pedophile, which is funny because at the time of me making this, which is May 13th, 2026, I have literally just turned 18, not even 24 hours ago. I was born May 12, 2008, and if you're doing the math, you would realize that I have just turned into an adult yesterday, May 12, 2026. So, I don't know how I can be a groomer or a lolicon lover or whatever the hell they're trying to accuse me of. And there's no evidence of it, like, at all. There is literally nothing. Like, I know people are going to say, like, well, maybe it's just rage bait or something. You don't rage bait people being attracted to...
One for the patriarchy in the derail thread.
Thank you for the 5, Sunday. I appreciate it, buddy. We'll get to that.
Young characters and whatever the fuck else. You don't do that. That's disgusting. So, I don't know what the fuck Rihanna's on. Clearly, Rihanna's off their fucking gorg on this one here. And also, it seems like to me that Rihanna is doing the magical thing that is called self-projecting, because Rihanna has been exposed for being a pedophile more times than I can count and just being really...
Can you cite a single source?
Fucking weird with children. Like, she allowed a fucking 16-year-old to be in an 18-plus Discord chat with a bunch
And that makes them a pedophile? Are you fucking kidding me?
of 24-year-olds and said,
Like, no, that's just extreme irresponsibility, right? Like, I mean, that's insane.
oh, well, he can have access to it because they're like that. Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucked. It doesn't make him a pedophile.
Also, they have talked sexually in front of children and are
Gonna cut my ear off to prevent World War III. Daddy, I mean, hi, Vox. Okay.
around children, which again can even lead more to the fact of them being a fucking pedophile. I don't know how they don't see it that way, because they keep on constantly saying on different social media platforms that they're not a pedophile and that I'm just bringing up stuff that doesn't matter, doesn't make any sense, or whatever the fuck they're talking about. And that's disgusting because you're trying to ruin my reputation, all because that I expose you for being a degenerate people. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, the Rihanna Delian VA saga, before I even got involved, started more than 2 years ago. Rihanna started doing this stuff in 2023. And this has been going on for 3 years now. I don't understand, like, how they still have a platform, how they still have people that, love and respect their work. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. And I've even had a fucking moron DM me and go and be like, oh, well, this and that. Well, are you jealous because they have more fame than you and more subscribers and people actually like them or whatever the fuck they're trying to talk about? It doesn't make any sense because I don't care about fame. All I care about is keeping the internet and people on it safe. That is all that I've been doing for many, many years now. That's what I've been doing, and I'm not going to stop doing that. Going back to that one post for a moment where they're like, Oliver being weird and, saying a 13-year-old is fucking disgraceful or whatever. Yeah, I did do that. And if you look at...
What? Blocking and calling a 13-year-old disgraceful just because they have a different opinion from you? Who cares?
The screenshots that they provided...
Who cares?
Literally shows out a fucking cycle of events. They added me...
Why does any of this matter?
They were asking me questions, and I kept on saying many, many times that, hey, I've already answered these questions before in videos and community posts. And then they fucking say, like, oh, well, maybe you're doing this because, maybe you just want the fame. Maybe you just want the fame. Yeah, I want the fame of exposing my fucking crazy-ass ex, who's a fucking pedophile groomer, basically self-reporter, really. And they have over 20-plus victims. 20-plus victims. Keep that in mind. 20-plus victims. But yeah, I want it all for the fame, guys. Yeah, totally. It's exactly what I want. I don't want to, like, keep them safe or anything, or, like, keep people safe that are, likely to become victims of Rihanna again. No. I just want the fame. Do you see how fucking dumb you sound when you say that? Do you understand how fucking brain dead you are when you even fathom that idea? And eventually, they were like, well, maybe you were groomed into thinking that everything you do is okay and this and that. To which at that point, I said, yeah, you're fucking disgraceful. You're a fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here, whatever. And that was it. That was literally it. They're trying to make it sound like I fucking bullied them for, like, ever, which never happened. And it's funny as well, because this fucking idiot also tried to make a video saying that both me, Rihanna, and our alleged groomer were in the wrong.
Dude, it's some random shitter who has 1 subscriber. Why are you paying attention to them? You are a lol cow. Like, what are you doing?
But if you're someone who actively defends either Oliver or Rihanna or Raz, then get the actual fuck out away from me. What is wrong with you? All creators are problematic. In their own way, sadly, Rihanna has actually harassed other people and made threats towards her exes, as well as threatening too. Great, a 15-year-old at one point. Also, making racist jokes to her. Blood friends, and leaving Debbie. Started on constant, sympathy fishing, and also, willingly, not following her own dot rules and Discord server, while also doing it for the minors. Oliver is actively defending his own.
I can't even understand what the fuck is being said here. Who cares? Why are you going over this? Why are you playing over a minute of it? Why do you want me to watch this? Okay.
So to give some context about this alleged groomer, because some people are going to be asking about it, and I'd be a fool if I didn't address it. So I know this guy, his name is Raz, and me and him, we're great friends. I consider him like a very close family, big brother figure to me. He's very cool, and I enjoy his company a lot, right? And Rihanna and Raz, they were chill with each other as well when Rihanna first started talking to me back in April of 2025, and they were chill with each other, like I said, and then Rihanna started to like say that because of some alleged cheating that I did, which never happened, they were trying to say that Raz was like using his DID and his multi-personality disorder, and basically his disorder.
I know, the fucking ASMR slime dude, and then this guy feels the need to respond to this one subscriber shitter who's probably like a small child. Like, what are you doing?
To like manipulate and groom me, which I immediately was like, no, he's not. What the fuck? And then later on, she tried to say the same thing, like, oh, I feel like that Raz is grooming me, and I said, no, I don't think that he is. And that's it. I'm not, saying that he did or didn't, whatever. And the thing is that while the 72-page AI-generated document was made, Rihanna made a follow-up document, a second one. And basically within this second document, tried to say that Raz groomed them or attempted to groom them and, like, flirted with them. However, if you look at the screenshots, and I've made a community post or two about this, if you look at the screenshots, it literally shows Raz being like, hey, could you maybe not do that? Wait till you're 18. Can you stop? And you can literally see her flirting with him. She's trying to say that, he flirted with her and this and that. And the thing is like, it's fucking weird to me because, I talked about this in community post. I find it weird how she's trying to say that Raz groomed her, while at the same time, she was making and talking about how this 30-something-year-old transgender woman she met in a Discord server was, like, sending her NSA.
All right, that's 10 minutes. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the 10. Really appreciate it, man. Yep. Really cool. All right, what's the, Wait, Sunday, you said you got another derail. One for the patriarchy in the derail thread. I'm not seeing it. Did you put it somewhere else by accident? I'm looking in the derail thread. I'm not seeing anything. It's weird. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's just, there's all this pressure, And sometimes it feels like it's right up on me. And I can just feel it, like literally feel it in my head. And it's relentless. And I don't know if it's going to stop. I mean, that's the thing that scares me the most, is that I don't know if it's ever going to stop.
Ball?
Yeah. Well, you do have a nail in your head.
It is not about the nail.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, I'll bet if we got that out of there...
Stop trying to fix it.
No, I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just pointing out that maybe the nail is causing...
You always do this. You always try to fix things when what I really need is for you to just listen.
Yeah, see, I don't think that is what you need. I think what you need is to get the nail
See, you're
out.
not even listening now.
Okay, fine. I will listen. Fine.
It's just... Sometimes it's like there's this achy... I don't know what it is. And I'm not sleeping very well at all. And all my sweaters are snagged. I mean, all of them.
I wonder why.
That sounds really hard.
It is. Thank you. Ow!
Come on. If you would just...
Don't...
Try to see things...
That's good. It's good. Thank you for the derail. Very good. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, now we have this. Hold on. Now we have this. Hold on. Let me see. Woman moments. Okay, interesting.
That's an interesting thing to say, isn't it? Okay, so we've got this one right here that I've been wanting to watch. We're going to watch it.
In all my years of making art on the internet, posting art drama videos, and talking about art controversies on my sub 5 YouTube channel, I have seen many different forms of weird and disturbing art, problematic situations, and toxic drawings made to mock another artist or stir up an entire shitstorm of controversy in the art community. But never,
so scary, so
ever
horrible.
have I seen something like what I'm about to show you. Take a look at this.
You can lead a whore to water, and she'll drink and follow orders. Korn, The Used, Billy Talent, Fuller, Glassjaw, The Fall of Troy. Likes, Him, Darwin's Waiting Room, Radiohead, The Smiths, Calm, Left, Nirvana. Will listen to but doesn't consider himself a fan of The Cure, Weezer, Blur, The Killers, Limp Bizkit, and Seether. Guilty Pleasure, The Cranberries.
I'm sure for most of you who haven't seen this image before, this looks like a rather normal drawing. A simple, cool, original character made by an artist with an interesting and rather harmless design, right? But when you start to look a little closer, something just doesn't seem right. Apparently, this is a school shooter original character. Yes, you heard that right. People are going out of their way to make original characters that are apparently school shooters. I was shocked myself when I stumbled on this thread on Twitter and also TikTok, and I'm like, are we really idolizing school shooters and basing off our character designs off of that? What is wrong with the internet?
I do not want 2016 Tumblr to come back, mainly because of the school shooter fan accounts that were so prevalent during that time. It's honestly been around for quite a long time, but I did remember.
One more Tim Hawkins, then I'm done.
Thank you for the 5 Sunday. We'll get to it for sure, man. Don't worry. Appreciate it.
In 2016, where there would be like, oh my gosh, I heart insert school shooter's name here, and they would give them flower crowns and Instagram filters, calling them my sweet cute boy, he's so misunderstood. Y'all, that was so incredibly disturbing and also disrespectful towards the victims of these mass shootings. There were people making cutesy fan art of the Sandy Hook shooter. Like, did we completely forget? Like, there were edits of the Parkland shooter.
Dude.
And people saying that he was too cute to go to prison. Like,
There were edits. I've seen edits of Richard Ramirez. That's the one that I've seen a lot. Some freakazoids idolize Richard Ramirez for whatever reason.
even the Columbine shooters had fan accounts. And they were literal racists and Nazis, and people were literally calling them, oh my god, they were misunderstood, they were bullied. I just randomly remember that. And the internet scares me. This is why the internet really scares me.
Now, if you've somehow avoided problematic art all your life on the internet, first of all, congratulations. That's quite impressive. But for the rest of us who have somehow one way or another stumbled across internet controversies in the art community like this is just a regular Tuesday, just a little more unhinged and delusional, I guess. For context, according to the artist who made this OC, there is inherently nothing wrong in their original character. So therefore, no hate speech, negative comments, or derogatory remarks should be sent their way. So it has come to my attention that a few artists on the internet are now making art.
Oh, God.
Sorry, you're not a winner.
Awesome. Really cool.
Original characters who are apparently school shooters and have backstories of being hated, called ugly, and all sorts of other insults which resulted in them becoming the aforementioned personality. The personalities, designs, and backstories of most of these so-called school shooter OCs all seem pretty similar across different artists, despite each of these designs and characters being completely made by various different artists. One might even say they were copying each other characters' lore. The art community on the internet of course found this problematic and
ew, what the fuck was that?
Copying each other characters' lore. The art community.
The fuck is this? Oh, I guess it's like him like killing My Little Ponies. Okay.
On the internet of course found this problematic and started typing out long.
I've seen people use an image of Eileen Vornos looking back at a camera smiling. It's usually under a headline that says father, and he said something awful.
As if the school squirting drawing wasn't bad enough, they had to make a My Little Pony version. When you're so fat, you have a double chin as a pony. And you're telling me this guy has a TCC in the background, like, in his bio, like, this is the most grotesque shit I've ever seen.
Long threads wondering why someone will even want to make a school shooter OC and going out of their way to call out the artist who posted it. This is genuinely so ugly and nasty. I don't like insulting people's art, but this is an exception. This artist is just genuinely a disgusting person, and not a single bone in my body can pretend that their art is good. I actually despise it so bad. I don't know why people even make school shooter OCs. Like, yeah, let's romanticize and glorify murdering kids. That's surely not fucking crazy or anything. This makes me so uncomfortable. What the fuck are we doing? The entire quotes and comment section were filled with people either calling the artist out and wondering why they even had an OC based on such tragic events, or just leaving remarks on how the character was drawn and calling the art style ugly and extremely hideous. And I'm just genuinely sitting down here and wondering, why do you even have a school shooter OC? What even is the purpose of creating this character? Of all the different genres of character designs you could possibly have, you genuinely sat down and thought it was cute to make a school shooter OC? That doesn't even make any sense to me. With all the things going on in the world right now and how this has become such a problem literal kids have to deal with every day, sadly even while they're just trying to go to school, why would you even want to make an
This is why you don't let your kids, like, be terminally online. Wow, what a crazy concept.
Character that is basically uplifting this evil theme and trying to make it look cool. This type of character should not even exist at all. I can't find one single reason that somehow makes sense to have something with a theme based around this as an original character, but yet somehow this exists. Imagine you're just casually scrolling on your FYP, quietly minding your business, watching fancy Breaking Bad edits, or looking at fancy art all over your For You page, and all of a sudden you come across a character with a striking description that makes you pause for a second. Not just because it's confusing and the drawing kinda looks weird, but because it automatically triggers a traumatic response after reading the description of the character, especially for people who have sadly had to experience this one way or another. Apparently some artists started making these.
Either we go to the food court and we go home. I mean it. I want to shoot them all up. Okay.
With their entire identity revolving around the idea of them either wanting to be involved in a school shooting or actively participating in it. And to me, whichever way I try to look at it, it just sounds exactly as bad as you think it does. Now, for some reason, these characters are drawn and often described as being quiet, misunderstood, isolated individuals.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what they are.
Who are pushed too far by the people around them, and also
I mean, you know, you can say what you want. I mean, that's usually what a school shooter is, right?
Mostly drawn as being ugly, fat, and often disgusting and grotesque in a funny sort of way, which apparently is supposed to be the joke we're supposed to laugh at or find funny or something, I don't know. Their backstory usually builds up to a breaking point where the character supposedly snaps, and this results in a horrific incident. Sometimes these artists argue that they only create these types of characters because they're only trying to explore dark themes based around the effects of bullying, loneliness, and mental health struggles they themselves have experienced personally, so they base their characters' resemblance and trauma on their real life or the lives of people who have been arrested as active shooters, which in all honesty sounds like an interesting way to tackle real-world societal issues. But I just feel drawing these characters and using this approach to talk about the subject or tackle this topic is kinda inappropriate and disrespectful to the victims of these events. People affected by this, especially younger people, are having to deal with past trauma and are still figuring themselves out. Passing drawings like these around and even turning it into a trend is just a weird thing to do for the most part. Some other artists started drawing their own version.
Unironically, a good piece of media that has a good portrayal of a school shooter character is Dog Ninjin. I'm not joking. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's ways to depict school shooters that are accurate and interesting. Guys, for ZV will love this if he's still in chat. For $25, let's just make it an even. Let's make it an even 20. I will tell my story about how I got rejected from playing Eric Harris, the Columbine shooter, for a professional play. Okay? Because I tried out to play Eric Harris in a professional play in Washington, D.C., and I was rejected. Okay? Elephant was a great movie. A lot of people say that. Gila, we need you around more. We need you around more, Gila. We need you around more. We need you around more, Gila. Do you have perms to like enter here whenever you want? We should give you those perms if you don't have them. Let me see. Let me find. Gila. You do have perms to get in here whenever you want. Okay, that's good.
Making fun of the original tweet, I believe, just to show how ridiculous it is. Some artists made a corny school shooter OC and people were making fun of them, and then another artist posted their school shooter OC and said she was cooler. Hey guys,
I'm lying? I'm not lying. This is a real story. My other friends can verify that this is a real story that I've told them before. Okay. I'm telling you, $20 and you get to hear it.
Shooter OC. His name is Phil. He almost shut up his school because he got bullied for being named Phil, except he never got to because he was just the victim of an FBI entrapment operation to push new gun legalizations, and they arrested him before he left his house.
What? All right.
Eric.
All right. So, okay. So, back in the day, I wanted to be an actor. Okay. And this is before I kind of started going the voice acting route, which is kind of where I'm at now, where I'd love to voice act in some animations. I'd love to, like, hey, chat, if any of you are listening and are connected to any form of animation or anything like that, I would love to voice act for free on anything that you guys want to make, okay? Because, that's kind of how I want to build a resume, is just do some free projects for people and have some fun. And enjoy. I do have a wide vocal range, as you guys know if you've watched enough of my streams. That aside. So, before I realized that I'm a giant neurotic, and I want to be able to have some level of... It's different with voice acting. I don't know why, it just feels different. But if it's my face, and it's my name, and it's everything about me, right? I don't know, it just feels different, and I don't really want to put my name on certain things, you know what I mean? But if you're an actor, you kind of have to. You kind of just have to take what you need, right? So before I had made that realization, back in the day, I was like, oh, I want to be an actor, right? So I acted quite a lot. I've been in probably 20 productions, maybe 20 to 25 productions is how many I've been in. And, I went to an acting school as an exchange program in Ireland. It was really cool. All this stuff. And, so part of that was I wanted to try to get into something professional. Ace has heard the story, so he's not going to be surprised. Well, I know I can be an actor. It's that I don't want to be. I'd rather do voice acting. But either way, and directing eventually. But so there were these tryouts that were being hosted with this pretty prominent theater company. It was called the Columbine Tapes. Right? Ace has heard this story. He'll recognize it soon. So I decided to try out. So the main character that they were trying out for was Eric Harris, right? One of the big Columbine shooters. So I memorized this monologue. And I came to the tryout. I was very excited about it, right? Because I'm usually typecasted as villains, right? Almost always, I'm typecasted as villains. I think that's just kind of because, I don't know, is it my aura? Ace, why do you think I'm typecasted as villains?
I mean, honestly, it's probably just how you present yourself. You're very rapey. You're very sloppy.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
That's why I would see it.
Yeah. yeah. It's because I'm so rapey. Yeah. No, I think it's because I have a wide vocal range, and the truth is that heroes, this is something that you'll learn if you ever get into acting or voice acting or anything like this. Heroes usually have a very kind of stable vocal range where you when you think about a hero, they usually sound the same. And I don't mean that to discredit any heroes, right? It's just to say that they're kind of stable. Whereas a villain, you kind of need somebody who has a wide vocal range because you need somebody who's able to do different voices and stuff like that. Think about Mark Hamill's Joker or all of these other options where you've got all these variety of voices, where you've got really deep voices, you've got really high voices, you've got all these different kind of schizophrenic little things that you can do, right? So usually you need somebody with more range to play a villain. That's just the truth. All right. So either way, I was typecasted as villains. I played rapists. I'm not joking. I played 1, 2, 3. I played a rapist 3 times. I played murderers. I played Nazis. I played all sorts of stuff. Right. So I was like, you know what, Eric Harris, that's right. That's in the range. So I do my monologue. Right. I do my monologue. I think it went really well. And eventually I did my little bow. Okay. I finished up my monologue. I did my little bow. And, the directors, they looked kind of uncomfortable. I was like, what? I don't really know what's going on here. Okay. It's weird. So I leave and, I'm sitting out in the hallway and they bring me back in. They say, all right, we've reached a decision. So I come back in and I'm not joking. None of this is a joke. And I've told this story many times before over many years and it's stayed consistent. Ace can tell you I've told him this story before. I come back in, and this is around when he's going to recognize the story. I come back in, and the director says, first of all, I want to say that you did a really, really, really good job. To be honest, you did a little bit too good of a job. And I say, sorry, well, thank you so much, first of all, but what do you mean? And they say, so I just want to get it out of the way. We're not going to be choosing you for the role. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's okay. Can you tell me why? And he says, I'm going to be honest. I think casting you as Eric Harris would be a little bit too realistic. And I say, what? They say, yeah, I just think it might be traumatic towards certain people. And to be honest, I think you nailed it a little bit too hard. Like you are really Eric Harris. Like you could totally be Eric Harris. And I don't really feel comfortable with it. I don't think it would be, I think we need somebody who's not as much Eric Harris so that it's more symbolic more than anything. And I'm like, did this motherfucker just not hire me because I'm too, this motherfucker said to me, I am so much of a school shooter that he can't hire me. Like,
yeah, you scare the fuck out of him, bro.
I guess I scared him, dude. I'm like, dude, fuck this. This is fucked up. You fucking suck, dude. Like, fuck you. Like, not only did he say that I'm not getting hired, he's essentially telling me that I am like too much like Eric Harris and I did such a good job that it scares him. And I'm like, dude, fuck this guy. Like, dude. So yeah, that's my I got rejected from the Columbine play because I was too good at the role. Right? They could have struck gold. Exactly. Like, here's my thing. As a director, don't you want it to be disturbing? Don't you want it to be eerie? Don't you want it to be like, it's supposed to be horrifying. It's about the Columbine shooters. Do you want to make them seem cool? Like, what's the point? If you're doing that and you're not trying to make them like, scary and shit, right? Dude, I've had so many, I'll tell you, if you guys ever wanted to hear these stories, I'd eventually tell you them. But like, I've had so many stories like this where I've gotten so close to like actually having like, an acting career. And, I just dodged the bullet by such a tiny margin. It's so strange. It just keeps on happening to me. I don't know why. I don't know why. And, it's fine. It's actually for the better. I'm a believer in like, making the most out of the things that happened to you. So I'm glad that it never worked out because, I'm at this point now where I realize that I'm too neurotic to want to do like in real life acting. And I would so much rather be a director. I'd so much rather do voice acting and stuff like that. So, it's better that way.
I think you also dodged a bullet because can you imagine during your crash out phase if they found out clips of you trying to be a school shooter done like horrifically well?
That is such a good point. That is such a good point. Yeah, if they found like film of me like as Eric Harris.
Yeah, like the ZV call would have been the least of your worries. Imagine fucking shooting up a school and being cynical to it.
Yeah. They're like, this guy's literally playing the school shooter. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
That's a good
this
point.
guy wants to be a school shooter. Dude, you wouldn't even be called a jonkler. You would literally be called a commentary school shooter.
I would be called a commentary school shooter, which I did get called a little bit, but it didn't catch on. But the Joker did catch on, so that's why people started calling me it. Dude, that's actually a good point. Good point. Okay.
Yeah, you lucked out, bro.
I did. In that way, I did. So I don't know if you've seen any of this video that we're watching right now, but the whole reason that this came up is because people are making school shooter OCs in the art community.
I gotta ask, man. You were like in my DMs blowing up saying we need to fucking talk, dude.
No, I didn't even say that.
Like,
I said important, important. Hi. That's what I said. That is verbatim what I said. I will leak our DMs if I have to.
Not all of them, please.
Yeah,
but like, what was so important? What was so important, bro?
I just got confused. I got confused because of the Froggy Funk stuff. But she actually explained what the controversy was, so it ended up being fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Retard award over
It's
here.
a she, right?
I think she says cis queer woman.
Okay.
In the video.
Okay.
Which you would know if you watched it. But
fucking God. I did watch it. I'll tell you what, I did the exact same thing that I did with Jake Neutron, where like I watched it and then she said that whole thing of being like,
you know, like these GOOSEWORX tweets, they were intended to be jokes, but the fact of the matter is, like I can understand why they would disturb people.
And then I was like, yeah, I've lost all respect for you and I don't like you anymore. Like,
wow.
You suck. You fucking suck. Quick Geek Bar review. This one sucks. This is the smallest Geek Bar that you can get. I don't recommend this at all. It's like the strawberry watermelon hubba, which I'm supposing is supposed to be like bubblegum. It sucks. I'm trying to quit. I'm almost at the point where I'm quitting. So, you know, I'm probably the wrong person to review this kind of stuff.
What are we even doing? Hey guys, if you want a cool school shooter OC, check out my OC. Someone even tried to make their own school shooter OC different and quote-unquote better by drawing them as a conventionally attractive man. Since
brother.
Oh my God. Impeccable genetics. Enjoys golfing and nothing else. Doesn't have to worry about courting females at all, as all relationships have been decided for him, though many desire him. Prom king every year. Glows with a divine light. Acne fears him. Has every friend that matters. Only decided to borrow father's gun because he was fed up with the increasing amount of pores infiltrating his learning space. Great.
People were calling out the original drawing for being ugly and evil.
And then ZV says, why is he black? Thank you.
And although the artist probably meant this as a joke, judging from their responses to other people in the comments, the amount of effort put into their character is rather alarming to say the least. I mean, look.
What are you talking about? It's just line work with color. I'm not even an artist, and even I know this is bare bones. What are you talking about? He just did line work and he put some color to it. You can tell by like the blocky lines that he has. What are you talking about? Oh, he put so much effort into this. No, it's a troll. It probably took him like 45 minutes max. Like, what are you talking about?
Being ugly and evil. And although the artist probably meant this as a joke, judging from their responses to other people in the comments, the amount of effort put into their character is rather alarming to say the least. I mean, look at all their details. Impeccable genetics. Enjoys golfing and nothing else. Doesn't have to.
Why does he look like you though?
He's me for real.
As all his relationships have been decided for him, although many desire him. Prom king every year. Glows with a divine light. Acne fears him.
What do you mean that's putting in excessive details? That's literally just like what you do when you have like one of these OCs where you like give them traits or whatever.
Has every friend that matters. Only decided to borrow his father's gun because he was fed up with the increasing amount of pores infiltrating his learning environment. What? What does that even mean?
It means that he's a pretentious rich dick bag. Can you learn media literacy, please? Like, Jesus Christ.
So poor people infiltrating his learning environment is apparently a problem that can only be solved by taking an automatic rifle.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying that the person's bad. Oh my God. Oh my God, I hate these people. I fucking hate these. I'm gonna become Nick Fuentes.
Oh no.
Just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke.
That's a joke. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me.
For the people that are coming in here out of context and him saying I hate these people.
Not talking about black people. Not talking about black people. To be clear, I'm not talking about black people. Okay, I want to be excessively
so
clear.
we're lying right now. Okay.
And decorating the entire building with bullet holes. You need help, my guy. Law enforcement.
It's so tempting sometimes to become Nick Fuentes, except like more violent. You know,
What do you mean by that?
and like just a worse version of Nick Fuentes. I sometimes I want to take the political route and I want to just start studying politics and say things that are going to anger people like this. Sometimes I just want to be vengeful and angry and violent and horrible. Okay, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do, but then I look to myself. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, "You're a charming guy. You don't want to do that. It's okay. It's okay. Okay."
Enforcement took 2 hours to enter the school.
But this is why I can never. This is why I can never be a political person, because if I was a political person, I would just see people like this, and I would want to pivot. I would want to pivot and not actually talk about things I believe in.
Chadwick looks like the guy on the side of a plumber's work van.
True, Sunday. Thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 10, buddy. Yeah, I mean, it's just like I just don't. I hate people like this, man. I really do. Like these people who just read into the intentions of people in the most bad faith way possible. The people who don't understand that jokes exist. And you know what? For that matter, I also hate the people on the right who say that jokes are dead, and then you listen to their jokes and they're the stupidest, most unfunny bullshit that you've ever seen in your life. I think maybe I'll start a political party where we just hate everyone. Maybe I'll do that.
Hilton is a cock.
I had been listening to this. Now that I'm looking at the screen, holy fuck, Chadwick is freaky. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate it.
By which time he was already enjoying a cucumber sandwich. He was let off with a scolding from the judge. What is this backstory, man? What am I?
The entire point is that because he is a white Aryan, he gets off easy. It is a critique of the racial stuff. He's on your side. This guy is on your side and you're fighting him. Do you understand that? This is why these people fucking suck. This is why, like, these far left people, they suck. You know what? I'm going to say it, and this might get me in some trouble, but the whole problem that I have with the left is the infighting. The entire problem I have with the left. If you want to know why the right is capturing so many young men, just look to this. Look to stuff like this. You get punished for being on the same side of these people. You do. If you dare to make a joke, if you dare to be edgy, any of that kind of stuff, you get punished. These people on the right, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they're going to hook you in, and they're going to encourage your behavior. If we started doing that on the left, when I say we, I'm apolitical, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of, the things I believe align with the left, right? If we started doing these things on the left, we would be getting so many more young people. But these people feel punished. These people feel punished. That's the issue. Yo, ever since 2025, I was on Bill Jensen's live stream chatting, and on his birthday stream, he decided to ban me or hide my stream messages altogether, and now I feel like I want to be unhidden. I don't even know who Bill Jensen is, man. Is this Bill Jensen? Nope, this is Mohammed Agbadi. I don't even know who you're talking about, bro.
What am I even reading right now? I just can't understand how people can genuinely come up with questionable things like this on the internet. Speaking about questionable things on the internet, if you enjoy videos like this talking about controversies, weird or disturbing situations in the art community on the internet, you should subscribe. I post weekly and talk about art things happening in the art community
Fuck
and
you.
other things of that nature. If that's something you find interesting, just hit that little...
Watch this guy clip chimp me and like just see that I said these people and then be like, this simpleton guy is very racist. Thank you.
The subscribe button and join the family. This drawing of how every school shooter OC is drawn also started stacking up views, getting over 1 million views and counting, emphasizing how every single one of these OCs were drawn as incels with acne, glasses and braces, and were apparently always sad closeted gays. Why is their trauma also always getting beat by their dad or groups? Also, why are they always ginger or brunette? I see OCs like these and I start to understand why people chant break the pencil. Bonus points if the OC is perverted, his girlfriend is a popular mean girl, or his boyfriend is is emo or punk. The plot takes place in high school through 2006 to 2009 and isn't really about anything in particular. Maybe some romance and angst, but that's about it. I hate the ugly equals evil thing they do so much, especially since with the other factors making them closeted, struggling with SH, usually trauma, they're evidently trying to make the character deep while simultaneously going and feeding into the horn effect. It's so tiring. A lot of other people in the comments were all calling out this trope of creating characters with glasses and for some reason making them ugly and using that as an excuse for violence, while some other people found the character designs intriguing because apparently they were realistic and relatable to a certain demographic of people, I guess. Many other artists continued making fun of the trend, drawing their own versions of this character trope and calling the trend out for being basically pointless. They never have anything deeper to say about the inner psyches of school shooters either. Like, you could easily make the shit about the logical extreme conclusion of Western hegemonic masculinity producing these misanthropic white supremacist clowns, but that's too much work for you, I guess. What's Western hegemonic mean? I hate how these physical features, fat acne, glasses, and braces are always portrayed as meaning the character is evil. Maybe I'm just biased because I hit all the marks for those physical features, but still, why do they always do the ugly equals evil and pretty equals good bullshit? That's a good one. There were so many other comments talking about the artist's characterization of their OC and how they failed to explore the causes and beliefs of people who were either criminals or somehow found themselves in situations where they ended up causing more harm than good, all because of how people treated them, looked at them, and addressed their physical appearance. Some other people also tried to understand why people were even making characters like this, saying it was potentially okay to make a school shooter OC, but then if you did, you would have to handle the topic with respect and care, which is definitely true because I don't think this is a topic that deserves any less respect. People have sadly passed away from the shooters these artists are using as reference, and these always happen to be innocent people and even innocent children who
they're using school shooters as reference. Okay,
a bright future ahead of them, and just sitting back making an OC that literally lights schools up and not even trying to explore the character or use the character as a tribute and just basically making the character for fun is kind of disturbing. The only way I can see making a character like that work is if they are a school shooter for the sake of the narrative and that their actions are not glorified or made sympathetic. I mean, I feel like it will still be problematic regardless of the narrative, because the idea of creating that kind of character in itself is disturbing. They literally go out of their way to harm innocent kids. If the story is about the character regretting their actions, seeking redemption or forgiveness or any of the sort, then it could potentially work if it's portrayed well. And just like you said, none of their actions are glorified. I mean, there's nothing wrong about writing or drawing a problematic type of person. The issue is when those bad actions get romanticized. Exactly.
Well, where is it getting romanticized? He's a giant 300-pound fat chud. Is that romanticization to you? Ace, if you see a 300-pound fat chud like covered in acne that looks genuinely unfuckable, would you say that that's romanticization?
No, that would be like that would be horrific, dude. I think that would be trying to get people not to fuck it, dude. Like that's like a PSA.
Thing. Like I don't understand.
That's like a PSA, bro. That's not.
Don't understand. I just don't. Like, can't you just call the guy cringe? Like, he can be cringe. He can be cringe. He's like cringe because it's like, oh, he's like, I don't know if he's glorifying it, but it seems like he's like making this OC who is like a 300-pound chud who shoots up a school. Like, it's just like, yeah, so you can't make an irredeemable character anymore? Yeah, fuck Cormac McCarthy. Not because of the fact that he groomed a child, but because of the fact that he made Judge Holden, right? Like, I mean, it's just like, oh my god.
This, which seems to be the problem everyone has with the people making this type of original characters. They're so hard focused on making them as...
Yeah, I understand that you're talking about the guy named Bill Jensen. I don't know who that is, man. Like, I just don't... That means nothing to me.
Edgy and evil as possible, instead of finding ways to speak about the topic without making it disturbing and trauma-inducing for people who have lived through things like this. I think the school shooter OC drama is really funny because can you imagine a better deterrent to school shooting than being depicted as a smelly, greasy, sweaty nerd kissing sloppy style with other edgy, gross nerd boy shooters? Okay, what did I just read? What even makes this entire situation so ridiculous was after people started calling out the artist who made this OC and even commenting about the way the artist drew the character, they immediately took offense, telling everyone they didn't like people talking about their OC and had every right to feel uncomfortable about all the call out posts, which for a lot of people seemed like the artist just didn't understand the criticism people were giving for their character and was instead upset people were making fun of the art style and calling it ugly because of the face and all the goo they drew on him, making a glorified edgelord school shooter OC and expect.
What do you mean glorified? Look, Ace, look at this thing's face. Is this glorification to you?
Again, another fucking PSA.
Yeah, it's like,
away.
yeah, it's like,
Maybe
you know,
this
don't.
Guy, This guy has a fetish, maybe, and he's just like projecting.
Maybe it's just like I what is the glorification here?
On him. Making a
I don't see it.
edgelord school shooter OC and expecting people to not be weird or tell off color jokes is the whitest thing ever. I can make a shitty edgelord OC that shoots up schools, but I draw the line at mocking him for his body. This cannot be a real human, bro. This in fact is definitely not a real human, bro. I hope that school shooter OC passes quickly because I'm genuinely disgusted at the character. It's a vile creation. Their teeth are rotted and I can almost smell them through the screen. Honestly,
that's the point. They're supposed to be unpleasant. They're supposed to seem extremely evil and weird. That's the point. That's the point. You got it.
Same. I don't even know why this trend started in the first place. I have no idea where it even came from. And I definitely don't want to see characters like this on my timeline. There literally is no reason for creating characters like this. Some people started saying the artist was clearly rage baiting people into thinking they really had a school shooter OC and didn't really mean any of this. But my guy, this is the internet. Everyone is trying to be funny and edgy, and the fine line between being funny and being absolutely dead serious keeps getting blurred with each day that passes. Kids might start off making characters like this as a joke, but then get laughed at on the internet, and it ends up pushing them to doing things they never even thought they were capable of, just because of the kinds of things they have been looking at and using as inspiration to draw their characters. I found this post on Toy House discussing the difference between school shooter OCs and other types of OCs that are considered problematic, and I think this comment answers it perfectly. Personally, I think it's in bad taste. I think the difference between this and just regular murderer OCs is that school shootings are such a specific, sensitive, and very real topic. Some topics are just so sensitive that they should be handled with extreme care and aren't really something you should make a story or
fuck
character
you.
out of,
Just
unless
shut
you're a
up,
victim of their
dude.
circumstance. To me, there is a difference between having an OC who just kills someone
I
and
can't
having
do
an
this
OC who's
anymore. I can't do this anymore. I've had too much liberal bullshit. I've had too much liberal bullshit tonight. I don't want to go full Nick Fuentes. Okay. Did somebody give me a derail? I think I missed a derail in here somewhere. Hold on. One more Tim Hawkins. Yeah. All right. Let's do derails. You know, I've got one more thing after that, but we've got derails. Hold on. All right, let's see. State of Starbucks. I can't do that fucking video anymore. I'm gonna start saying like horrifically offensive things if I continue this. All right, what is this? Sound of Starbucks.
Hello, coffee, my old friend.
Okay.
I've come to order you again.
Very good.
I hear the grinding of espresso beans. I need a double shot of pure caffeine. And the indie band on the speaker soothes my brain.
Liberal poisoning? Yes, that's where I am.
So I'll remain within the sounds of Starbucks.
Well,
tried to brew my own at home, but felt so quiet and alone.
So real. This is so real and so true.
Amid the morning rush, where the leather chairs are soft and plush, and I'll drink a grande cappuccino with a pumpkin scone and charge my phone. Listen to the sounds of Starbucks. Then I heard an awful scream.
So real.
They had totes run out of cream.
No.
A new employee spilled the coffee grounds, and the Wi-Fi went completely down. And a lady in yoga pants threw her latte at the wall. The cops were called. Then came the sound of sirens.
Oh, sirens.
In
Okay.
the drive-thru lane I saw 1,000 hipsters, maybe more. People paying without drinking. People waiting, they were all freaking. People going off 'cause they couldn't get a caramel frap. Holy crap. A riot started at Starbucks while a Bible study prayed. Barista gangsters formed a barricade. The manager cried out a warning to the angry mob that was forming. And he said, I checked Google Maps, there's another one across the street. So we stampede.
True.
And return to the sounds of Starbucks.
Wow. Now that is sad. So listen, I've got one more thing for you. It's pretty disturbing. It's about somebody I'm close to. So I do just want to show you real quick what this is. I kind of feel an obligation to be honest. Yeah. Let me just show you this real quick. Sorry, I switch into the screen where I can kind of show you this. Just easier here.